I think I think that's when you know you have an issue. When you can't hang with your friends without drinking.
No, that's just being an adult.
No, I think that's called being an alcoholic.
No, it's being a man.
I was just thinking that too recently because
I
I'm
mean, you're
like,
30, bro. Don't get me wrong. Maybe like I would almost even forgive younger and older. Like at 50, like, all right, you don't drink. Okay, that's respectable, dude, you know?
right.
30, 25 to like 40, you're supposed to rip beers. Like, it's part of manhood. No?
I guess, but I mean, we could be like, I don't know, like working on a car, working around the house.
They don't do that in today's NBA no more, bro.
We could be doing
Working
that,
around the house, yeah, I agree
or
with.
something like that. You
Yeah,
know,
I agree with that. Working on a fucking car, dude. What the fuck?
working on the lawn. I don't know. You can find
The cars, they don't even let you work on them no more. They have all the plastic covers and stuff just protecting it from you working on it.
The thing is though, like we should be able to find a hobby that doesn't center around drinking. Because I was just thinking this the other day. I was
Speak for your fucking self, dude.
like, what? Like what? Oh, well, this keeps you busy, right?
I only rip beers on like in social settings. I don't rip beers by myself.
I highly doubt that way.
Me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I don't even like beer.
I worked with you last Saturday, and you were downing them beers crazy during the game.
Oh, that's a special occasion, social setting. That's a Champions League final, bro.
Social say there was like one person around us, and it was the bartender.
That was Champions League final, bro. Oh yeah, welcome to the Zero Substance podcast. Yeah, I mean we kind of already started.
Oh,
That was
you
pretty.
already
That was already pretty elite content. Yeah.
Oh, you should have let me know.
All right, so I pretty much this came with the contract. All right, I got them doing the cabinets, one episode. That's why Mike's here, special guest today.
Is this my coupon?
Yeah, this is pretty much
checking
the coupon that that you had to.
I appreciate the work.
So at 30, hanging out with your buds without drinking. So is that a problem then?
No, I don't think it's an issue. I'm just saying, like, I was personally speaking.
Yeah.
I was just thinking this because I had like 2 weeks ago. I had like a bad stomach issue.
Yeah.
My typical stomach issue,
Mm-hmm.
but I had a real bad one, and I started eating more fruit, started getting away from some junk food that I would indulge on the weekend.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, maybe if I go like a month without drinking, maybe just a month. I was just thinking to myself, if I go a month without drinking, maybe that'll improve my health a little bit better, where I'm not having like all these stomach issues. But then I was thinking, I'm like, damn, but on my days off, like when I hang out with my friends, I was like, what am I going to do? They're going to look at me weird. Like, you're not drinking? If I go visit one of my cousins, he's going to be like, what, you don't want to drink?
How old is he?
My cousin?
Yeah.
24. I got a cousin. He just moved here from Vegas.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's been hitting me up. He's like, come through, hang out to drink.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, if I show up and I don't drink, he's going to
judge you?
not judge me, but he's just going to be like weird. It's going to be one of those awkward, like, well,
Well, I'm one of those buds that you could hang out with soberly, but it's just like, I mean, I'm also an adult too, you know?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I was just running those scenarios through my head.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, damn, I think I have an issue with alcohol if I can't see myself hanging out with
buds?
with friends or family members without drinking. Because usually, like...
No, but I mean, like, I don't think you're doing anything. I mean, it's not like you're literally at a party, dude, listening to music. Your problem is music influences you to drink.
Music does, dude.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. But even that, like, okay, this one cousin in particular, like, I would hang out with him in Mexico, and it was always party, party, party. So if I go over there and I'm not drinking,
yeah,
it's gonna be one of those awkward things. I feel like it's one of those awkward things because it's like we know each other as like drunks.
Yeah.
Like, because we're always at parties. So if I'm not drinking, he's gonna be like, dude, this is not the same guy that I party with.
Enlightenment is hard. It's not easy. I mean, yeah, because like, don't you feel that like kind of the transition where like, all right, like we're evolving to kind of we're like waking up like, all right, you can't just be doing this all the stuff. Like, take care of yourself a little more. Like our generation.
You know what? I think it's easy to catch yourself doing that, but it's hard to get out of the habit.
No, definitely, but you see all these other people like first gen, dude, they've been drinking for 40 years straight, nonstop, dude.
Yeah, but you know.
No, but we're getting enlightening, you know.
They also have the benefits of cheaper everything. So they were living the good life and partying. Over here, we're drinking to ease the pain.
Pretty much of spending $80 on deodorant and shampoo.
We're dealing with the repercussions of them. I want to party like they did. I want to have fun like that.
You fucking do. What do you mean?
Imagine like just look at the athletes of today. They can't drink and have all that fun without.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You look at like Ronaldinho, the great Brazilians of like 20 years ago. Them dudes
they were ripping beers at halftime.
Ripping beers, winning World Cups, Champions Leagues. They were doing it all. They can't do that no more. I think that's why Brazil went down too.
But I think we're softer too. Yeah, right. But it makes us softer.
Well, I guess Neymar has been partying.
But Neymar doesn't play. Honestly, I haven't seen Neymar dribble a ball. It feels like I can't remember the last time I seen Neymar dribble a ball.
Is he not? When does he come back?
They
played today.
Neymar?
No, Brazil does.
But Neymar played?
I don't think he played. No,
he's not even back yet, right?
They play.
What was his injury, bro? Like an ankle injury?
It was his thigh, maybe.
He
went back in early.
That's
February.
partying. That's like clubbing, and that's everything. That's
It was the first week of February he went down, and then he was out for the whole year.
A thigh is just like a.
He might be out for till October.
He's just gonna do the whole season out. I mean, the whole off season.
The international. Well, those games don't matter. They're friendlies.
Well, yeah, it matters only for a few people.
This is where Ronaldo gets all his goals.
Huh?
This is where Ronaldo gets his goals.
Let's not get there yet. I mean, I guess
he's playing right now.
We got a special guest coming in a little bit, maybe.
He's playing right now.
We're signing paperwork and stuff like that. He didn't want to come on without signing paperwork and owning all his rights and stuff. Apparently, he has the Saudis lawyer. You
know what it is? Is he's used to hanging out with us, drinking.
Yeah.
And now we're putting him in a setting where we're not drinking, so it's going to be weird. It's going back to the whole thing.
This is not weird, dude. I mean, you honestly, I'm doing you a favor, bro. You ripped the Modelo before coming, and this is zero substance. We sober. We're sober on this.
I didn't drink nothing. I wanted to.
You wanted to. It's hot. It's beer season, dude. We're an adult. We're men. We're men, 30-year-old men.
I had this mango beer.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the michelada ones. But it was another one.
Like a wheat, like a Blue Moon type of thing.
It was like a Blue Moon, but mango flavored. Dude, that's my summer beer now.
Yeah.
I gotta go to Benny's and get me one of those.
Just be careful as far as like getting drunk off those.
Oh, you get drunk quick.
Not even that, but it's just like whenever you get like a hangover or something like that, dude, you get like that weird taste that's just gonna ruin it forever. You know, I can't do summer shandies. I got drunk off summer shandies one time.
You threw up.
And I threw up, dude, and I never ripped a summer shandy to this day.
Same, dude. That happened to me too.
I dropped like 16 of them though.
Oh no, that's you're an animal. I can't do that. I think maybe I did 8.
But disgusting, no? It's just like something about it, dude. There's like that lemon just like lingers in your mind, dude.
When I smell it now, like when I first had it, it was so delicious because I'm like, it's like a lemon.
Summer, it was just summerish.
Yeah, refreshing.
Yeah.
And now when I smell it, it smells like piss. Now it smells like piss.
I mean, that's like your mind playing tricks to just never drink it.
I think. Where should I?
All right, let's go with top 5 of summer beers.
Well, now I got to put that mango beer.
That mango? What about just OG Blue Moon?
I'm not a Blue Moon guy.
But that's a summer thing,
I'm
bro.
not a citrus guy, to be honest with you. No, I hate citrus beers. Like the meads, the fruity ones. When I first started drinking when I was 21, that's all I could tolerate.
What
like the Angry Orchards, and there was like a blueberry one, and the Red's Apple Ale, like stuff like that. A good
old Angry Orchards is not bad. Off tap too. I don't know why. Something about it. That's a summer guy. That's honorable mention summer beer. Angry Orchard. Even the green one. The green one I think is better to me. Green apple.
They were when I first started, but now I can't tolerate them.
No, yeah,
it's like a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, gets like stuck to your teeth a little, no?
But I'd say the mango one, I'll put that as my top one now.
To me, mango is hard. Synthetic mango is hard. It's like hard to mimic mango. Is that just a me thing? So it tastes kind of real, like natural?
Yeah, you know what? You're right, because the michelada from the Modelo,
yeah,
I think that one's good. But then Estrella Jalisco,
they got a mango?
They got a mango one?
Trash?
It's terrible.
It tastes like really synthetic, the mango?
No.
Because it gets too tropical, fake tropical, you know?
It tastes more real. It tastes more like watery.
What?
But I need the synthetic. I need
you
the
like
fake.
synthetic? Yeah.
I don't know. I need it. It.
It's almost like an air freshener, no?
It might
The
be
mango?
you know what? It might be the mango too, because you know how there's the red and the green mangoes, the regular ones,
Yeah.
and then they got these other ones that are like yellow, which are like they're a lot more
Yeah, those are good.
sour and sweeter. It could be the difference of mango.
Do you guys eat them just like that with the skin?
What do you mean, you guys? Who's you guys? Just me.
All right, you. Do you do you eat them just like that, yellow?
The yellow ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, right.
I've been eating them.
I've gotten shit before, like boy, why do you like I like peeling them sometimes. No, especially the green ones. Like, dude, antes ahí los cortábamos de un árbol y así no los chingamos ni le limpiábamos ni nada. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the greens and red ones.
Yeah.
Those I dice them up.
Yeah, those dude, my unks go skin on those.
Those are a lot more firm.
Yeah.
But the yellow ones, those I eat like I peel it like a banana and I'm just eating
that's what I'm saying.
Even though it gets
so you eat the cáscara on that? On the yellows?
No, like
you peel it a little bit, right?
I peel it with like the top.
Yeah,
my top two teeth.
You've seen people that eat the peel that they do it though, no?
I've heard I think was it with oranges that it's good for your stomach.
Oranges?
Yeah.
That's
like
the least one I would probably do out of anything.
The shell, la cáscara.
The oranges.
Yeah.
There's no way. I've seen that the orange they just pretty much take out like, you know, the for like cooking, like the blue moon is cáscara like orange. They just like let it like
the zest.
Yeah, the zest.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one, dude. Oranges, I feel like it'll be hard to process, bro.
At my uncle's restaurant, I used to work with this one guy. He was a dishwasher from Oaxaca. He came. Yeah. He was a witch doctor. Dude.
He did
un brujo mayor, I'd call him. For everything, he had
because he did shrooms.
He had a remedy. He had a remedy for
yeah?
everything. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be like, dude, my backers. He's like, no, mijo. He's like, I got, he'd come up with whatever, like the randomest thing. Yeah. He's the one that told me. He's like, eat the orange cascara, and then for like if you had like a wart or something on your hand, like one of your fingers, he'd say get the banana, the peel, the inside of it, just
rub it on there.
Rub it on it, and it's supposed to come off.
I do that a lot, like banana. Like actually, when I'm sick and I got like a flu or something, I just put like the banana in here, pitch black in like 20 minutes.
Who told you that?
Myself.
Yourself or somebody?
No, myself.
Because I feel like that's like
a myth.
Not a myth, but that's like old school.
Yeah. No, like, banana like
old school remedies that people just like back in the day before advanced medicine and people didn't go to the doctors. They would learn from like their grandparents and stuff like that. Like this is what you do. This is what helped me, and it carried on. And then at one point, like maybe like our parents, when they came over here, or maybe with us, right?
Yeah.
When you just started having access to doctors and stuff, they're like, no, there's penicillin for that. There's steroids for that.
Yeah, you can't tell the doctor like, hey, dude, I use potato like for inflammation. Like, have you guys done the papa?
Papa and cabbage.
For inflammation, right?
Yeah.
Like just rub it on your back and shit.
Well, no, like making it into like a juice.
The cabbage?
Cabbage and papa.
Like a tea?
Like I heard it's good for ulcers. Like ulcers. They said that
dude,
stuff is good for
there was a while that I wanted to like juice like big time. I have a juicer, like a cold press. Bro, these juices were like $25 for like not even like a half gallon.
Damn.
I'm like, this sucks. Like I can't even do it. This is a luxury. This is like.
Did you put water in it?
No, I wanted to just straight, bro.
Oh, that's why. Dude, you were getting numb.
Like bro, it's just numb. You water it, it's numb.
The thickest of juice. That's like a smoothie. You got like a milkshake out of it.
No, yeah, the cold press literally just only, I guess the machine burns the nutrients or something like that. And the cold press just squeezes it so the nutrients survive.
Oh, one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But one orange is literally equivalent to like the littlest bit, dude. So I would run through $20 of like fruit for not even half a gallon. But I'll tell you, it's the best juice ever. Like, but it was just like a luxury. I had to do that like in Mexico or something, you know.
Man, I told you this past weekend I overdid it with the fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Where like I had for lunch.
You should have thrown that all in the juicer.
For breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
And dessert.
Yeah.
It was nothing but fruit. I overdid it with the fruit.
The watermelon gets you, bro. Watermelon runs right through you, bro.
I messed up. I froze some of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna hammer down and eat this for the whole week. So then I took it out the freezer after I had froze. Like when it thawed out, it got all soggy and nasty. I don't know. Did you have anything At
No,
my house,
I had the other stuff.
the watermelon and stuff that wasn't frozen.
Yeah.
So when I thought it out, when I started eating it, it had a different taste to it.
It's numb. I told you.
It
Took the life out of it.
It was nasty. It was just nasty. So then I tried to juice it.
Yeah.
I tried to juice it, but the flavor on it was just terrible, dude. I'm talking about terrible. Like I had to put like honey in it, and I had
still to get through
some choco milk, cocoa powder.
Yeah.
I throw in there to give it
you
like
did
some
a licuado?
sort of, yeah, like a licuado with some almond milk.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's the almond milk, bro. Almond milk, no matter what, is not good, bro.
Yeah, but I gotta do it for the lactose.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm terrible.
Try the oat milk. Oat milk's weird too, bro.
I don't mind the almond milk. I don't mind it. But I'm telling you, dude, I was craving salt.
You went salt free this week?
Yeah, I was just
How'd you feel?
I committed to the fruit.
Oh, yeah.
For my pocket.
Yeah.
For my pocket, because I'm like, I did not just spend money on all this fruit for me to throw it away.
Yeah.
I gotta eat it. You know, I owe respect to that fruit. I have to eat it.
Yeah.
I can't just throw it out.
No, I know.
You know,
It's adulting. That's why I drink beer.
Some guy picked that fruit, getting paid like $1.50 an hour.
Oh, why'd you gotta make me uncomfortable, bro?
So when I got off of work yesterday, I stopped at the gas station and I bought that bag of munchies. I was looking for the flaming hot ones.
Yeah.
But all they had was the cheese mix.
I literally used to get a bag of munchies at like the lunch table and throw pretzels at people. I hate pretzels, bro. I literally grabbed every pretzel and just threw it.
The pretzel it's a nice.
It's whack. I don't know what the point of pretzels are, dude.
Like a salted pretzel?
Yeah.
It's good.
Oh, dude, you bought like anyone that's bought a bag of pretzels, bro, like I can't trust them, bro. You bought a bag of pretzels before? Like in the munchies, I kind of understand. No. Or in Gordettos too, no? What's it called? Gordettos?
Yeah, like those, the hard.
They have one too, no, the pretzel?
I don't know.
Is there a pretzel in there? Yeah, I think there's a pretzel one in there. Pretzels, dude, in any of those assorted mixes, I just throw the pretzels.
Now what about like a hot Aunt Annie's pretzel?
That's different.
Is it Aunt Annie's? No,
yeah.
they're the...
No, yeah.
They're the cinnamon rolls, aren't they?
They have pretzels there.
Oh, whatever they are.
The mall.
The mall pretzel. You like those pretzels?
Those are a little bit better with cheese.
With the cheese
I actually had the Little Caesars pretzel pizza the other day. Whack. Worse. That's bad for you for sure.
That's some animal stuff right there.
No, I know.
Pretzel pizza?
I just had to rate it. Yeah.
What'd you rate it?
Like a 6-9. It's because the cheese they use, it tastes like macaroni and cheese. You know me, I'm respectful. I don't put anything in 5s. I only go 5 to 10, and nothing in 5s. Like that's you have to be bad.
And see, now I can't respect your rating.
It's fine.
You're rating on a curve.
Yeah, it's today's NBA. Everything has to be. You know what I'm saying? You rate in 5s, I could get canceled. You know.
That's why you got to go in a 1 through 30 system.
1 through 30. What's that?
I got that from Patrice O'Neal.
How do you do
comedian.
that? Explain that.
He said 1 through 10 because he's like a 6 is too close to an 8. Like if you say 8 out of 10, you're like, that's not bad. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
But if you say 6 out of 10, they're like, well, that's not good.
That's the bottom of the bottoms.
That's not good, right? So he said 1 through 10 is like bad. But you know, there's some good, bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then 11 through 20
is
like mid.
Just mid, yeah.
Mid. And then 21 through 30 are like dime pieces. Like the best. Like the best out of the best.
So it's like NBA teams.
Right. So you're not going to, if you want to compare like, I don't know, whatever is a 6 pizza for you.
The Charlotte Hornets.
To like a 10.
Yeah.
It's
too close?
It's too close.
Yeah, that makes sense though.
It's too close.
But that's why I do decimals.
Yeah, you could get away with that.
Yeah, decimals.
Yeah, that's not bad actually. The decimal like Portnoy, how he
does
it, right? The
like Dave.
Stuff. But even that, I feel like that's
it is close though. It makes sense.
Because if you bracket off like 1 through 10 are bad stuff, like.
But that's super detailed.
Like what? Like if you put like Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Huts, all the
mainstream
franchises.
Yeah.
You could put those in the 1 through 10, and be like, all right, the 10 is the best out of all the franchises.
Yeah.
And then you put the 11 through 20 as like the local scenes. Like,
yeah.
Like the bars and stuff like that, whatever.
And 20, 30 is Giordano's.
21 through 30 is like the top ones, the touristy ones that everybody goes to. Like you kind of bracket it off.
I get it groups. Though now, because 6 to 10 is, I mean, that's where all these place pieces are gonna live like Pizza Hut, Domino's. They're all gonna live right in there, so close to each other too. You know.
Yeah, it's like when you put like a top 5 players in the league, right?
Yeah.
And for the longest, it was like LeBron.
Yeah.
And then whoever was number 2.
Wait, LeBron's not top 5 player in the league?
No, but I'm saying like number 1. He was number 1, right?
Oh, okay.
And you think top 5 is like the best, right? If LeBron was number 1, and let's just go back like
KD?
10 years ago. Let's go back 10 years ago, right?
Yeah. KD.
13.
KD still.
Where it was KD, LeBron. It was who else would you in that time? Well, let's go this year because we're kind of old. We're kind of old. We can't remember 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But let's go this year. Giannis, Jokic, Luka, Embiid, and
Bron.
Give me one more. Bron?
KD?
Or Curry or whoever.
Oh, Steph, yeah. We'll do Steph.
Steph at 5 and Jokic at 1.
Yeah.
Now, Jokic just won the
Finals MVP.
Finals MVP. Like, he had everybody people are calling him like a top 5, top 10 center of all time already, right?
Yeah.
Well, top 10 for sure, but top 5, like, people are already calling him that.
Yeah.
Is Steph right now, is he close to what Jokic is?
Yeah.
Nah, he's not, dude. Get out of here. It's not even close.
Steph is last year's Finals MVP.
Yeah, last year. I'm talking about this year.
This year was just it's Aisha's fault. Nah, dude, Steph, I think, still the leader in 3-pointer in the NBA playoffs. It just ended, too. Without playing like 90 days.
This season was different, though.
Yeah, no.
I don't think they were they really shooting like that? Most of these games I was watching, they weren't. This was a top 5
the Nuggets turned it into a different brand. They got into like old school slashing and dashing, you know.
They slowed the game down.
Yeah. And post you up, good old pick and roll, post you up, just get like mid range. They weren't just like quick tempo 3-pointers like the Warriors, you know.
Okay, well I guess Steph is still there though.
I know, I get you though, but like there's a big fine line, yeah.
There's a fine line between number 5 and number 1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So in 6 to 10, it's just too little.
I think so. But if that point,
that makes sense.
If it makes sense to you, it makes sense to you. That's all I'm saying. To me,
I never even heard of the 30 system.
That's Patrice O'Neal. That's how he used to grade women.
Okay.
That's how he used to like. He's like, all right, 1 through 10 are ugly girls, but there's an ugly girl that he likes.
A 10.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
And then he's got the dime pieces up top at the 20s, and then the mids in the middle.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, that's not a bad system to use
for everything. Yeah.
You know, you don't have to be misogynistic and degrade women like that.
Yeah.
Not saying that that's what you do, or if you want to do with the system.
It sounds like you do that.
I don't do that. I use that system for like sports or food or anything. You know.
All right, give me a number on Anthony Davis, 1 to 30.
1 to 30, Anthony Davis. I think he's 21.
21?
Yeah.
That's the beginning of that's like an A-.
Because he's elite. Like Anthony Davis, when healthy at his best, is a top 5 player. Top 3 maybe. Because he's everything Embiid is, but better.
I don't think so.
I think so.
When I see the matchup, it scares me because he just literally babies him. He's just a little thin. He's a power forward.
Davis?
Yeah.
That's where he's most comfortable. Like,
even though like in post-ups. Like I can see him get posted up.
His best seasons were with DeMarcus.
Yeah.
And when he had
JaVale and
JaVale. Yeah. No, those are his best. But what I mean is he's elite offense and elite defense.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Where Embiid is elite offense and above average defense.
Yeah, no. Embiid does drop off a lot. But is Embiid a 21?
No, Embiid is for sure. He's 26, 25.
Hold on, let me put this away.
So I don't even know where we ended up, but exactly. Oh, Davis.
Well, hey, Disney? No, we're going to go just...
Forget about that?
No more basketball.
Some other day?
All right. Yeah. All right, guys. Making your official debut, Eloy? Or you done podcasting before?
No, it's first time.
Here with my buddy Eloy. We're gonna do heavy metal soccer right off the bat. Okay. Brand of football. All right, so how do you guys feel about the treble?
El triplete?
El triplete. I told this guy's labeling the Argentina thing a treble, bro. I'm like, they don't say that, dude. They say triplete.
I mean, it's the accumulation of what the process has been, right?
Yeah. Of what process? Of being able to spend 100 million every summer?
No, but I think consistency, right?
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
the manager now for a long period. I think that's huge, right? You're not rebuilding a process. It's like Pep's idea, it's his methodology, and now it's like every season they're getting closer and closer, and you finally got the reward. So I think that's what happens. I think too, and I think for other clubs to see, okay, we can trust the manager. Obviously, he hasn't had the setbacks that other managers have had, but I think if you trust the manager and you give him that prolonged period, Liverpool as well, you do get some success. So I think that's something other clubs I think can learn from.
Yeah.
If you have a manager that's capable, of course.
So
But
it starts with the manager?
I think so. The trust in the manager, right? You have to have the trust in the manager, and then obviously he's got to have good people around him to the recruitment process, and obviously the financials as well. But then there's other programs. I think there's other clubs that don't have the financials, but that maybe can get some success in their own way, right, with the limitations that they have. But again, it's like you have to have this consistency, I think, in certain things, because if not, it's like Manchester United, right, it's a constant rebuild.
Do you go at the rivals right away, bro?
How many managers they've had, I think, that does say something.
No, the managers, yeah.
But that's a lot of teams though.
Yeah.
The turnover in soccer, like, it's insane.
Like out of 10, it's probably like you got 3 clubs, no, with like that like stay loyal to probably, no.
Yeah, and I think Chelsea too, right?
Chelsea was bad this year, dude. Yeah,
right. There's not a clear idea of, what they want to do, and they're just bringing guys on, and it's just you see there's that inconsistency there of there's no culture. There's no culture, but you are putting the resources, but the off the field stuff isn't quite clicking, and it's reflecting on the players as well, I think.
How do you feel about like the deepness of a team? Like, because a lot of times, I mean, there's teams that like just kind of run like a certain lineup to the ground a little bit. Where like, how many guys you think you should implement? Like 6, 7?
Yeah, I think depth is important because of the hectic schedule that they go through, the amount of competitions that they're in, and then you add international play as well. You do need that depth, and you do need players that you can rotate in. They can do a job, maybe in the lesser competitions, but that you can trust to play the system. And I think
you don't miss a beat, kind of.
Yeah, and I think that was Arsenal's biggest thing, where they did struggle with that, where they were very reliant on those strong 11, 13 players.
Yeah,
and once you saw certain
got
players
into like 15, 16.
Yeah, you did see it.
I think there's certain teams though that are held to that standard, or should be held to that standard. Like with the turnover for coaches, like if you're a Barcelona or Madrid, like you should be expected to be champion every year. Every year.
Realistically, yeah.
At minimum, I mean, at the minimum. A team like Liverpool, Manchester United, same thing. Like at a minimum, you should be in competition. But like,
budget and everything,
so like the turnover with them, it doesn't really shock me when it happens, if it does happen.
Yeah.
But like the bottom feeder teams, like when they do it, when they start doing all this turnover, I'm like why are you even trying to compete with them? Like, you're not in their ballpark. You should be doing like the long term process. You should be scouting, because we're going with depth. Like if you're one of the top teams, like you should have crazy depth. Players want to go to play with you. You have the money, you have the resources, you have the fan base that are going to be providing you with money. But these lower teams, like for them to get depth, that's insane, dude. Like,
the lower teams?
The lower teams,
Well, they had to stay at probably like under 23 almost, dude.
They have to. Like their academies and like their scouting has to be
elite. At a young age too.
Elite scouting.
Yeah. And I think the periodization too, being able to keep these players healthy and fit for a prolonged period.
Yeah.
If you don't have
that's the tough part.
The talent pool that these big clubs have, but can you keep players fit and to be able to perform consistently, obviously to their abilities. But I think that's a big thing as well, right? How many clubs struggle with injuries? There are ones you can't control, I think, that are related to the game situations, but then there are ones that are just wear and tear, right? They're just fatigue. When you start getting those muscle injuries, that's a lot of it. The lack of, sometimes, preparation in that sense. I think that's important as well.
I think that's the hardest part. What did you say? Like I think
the
that's
periodization.
The keeping them fit and healthy.
Yeah, because it's. Like you can control so much, but like, what would you put a percentage on what you can control as far as like fitness?
In house, you could control whatever.
No, I'm saying
control them. Yeah, no, like that's like there's certain clubs that struggle with that the most. Like I feel like Barcelona's like bad with that.
Yeah, I think Xavi
Yeah.
said something too about that, right? Like the medical staff, like in terms of how the prolonged periods
Yeah.
of injuries and not able to recover players quicker. You know, they're behind in that sense.
I feel like I'm a jinx, bro, because the Bulls are the same thing. My teams, the Bulls always struggle with
injuries and
with
stuff.
injuries with doctors.
But that is all like with all sports and stuff like that. I think I'm telling you, we were just talking about how Miguel has a problem and he wants to he only wants to hang out with people if he could drink and stuff. And it's just like nowadays, bro, everyone's like, dude, it's weird because like all the old heads are saying like, oh, like this is like their diet. Like, you guys seen the Chad Ochocinco, bro? He was talking about like, well, they just eat. That's what they eat. He's like, I just eat McDonald's.
But I think there's certain like, okay, well, the way Klopp, Jurgen has these guys training and running.
Yeah.
You expect
the style,
you expect them to
wear down, break down, yeah. It's unrealistic for them to just keep up that same tempo, especially with them.
But Liverpool was healthy for long periods, weren't they?
Yeah, but with them, it's like, dude, it was like the same 8 guys like for a while, bro. Like there was like a 5-year run, like between Hendo, Mo, Trent, Robo, Van Dijk. What was it? 4 years, non-stop, dude. 3. I think they did 3 years. 4.
Yeah, for sure.
Of like where like it was 7 guys. That's why I'm curious about like Arsenal, like they're probably because they got their starting 11. I feel like
they're young though.
Yeah,
like really, really young.
Yeah, no, yeah, and that's what I want to see. That looks like they're gonna probably have 6-7 guys that are gonna play for 4 years, starters, cemented starters. You know.
Yeah, and I think too, like Liverpool, right? The amount of competitions they're doing, and just the workload that a Champions League competition brings to these players, right? Because it's mentally, physically, right? Other clubs that don't have that, I think that is a big factor, and especially the way they play too. The amount of ground they have to cover, the intensity they have to do it at. You know, you do need that depth, especially in certain positions where they have a little more of a workload, like you saw the midfielders, and you saw the injuries happen for Liverpool, right? Because of that workload that they didn't have the rotations, you know, to come in and give them a little bit of relief.
They can do that.
You know what though? But that's where I think Jurgen messed up. Because you see what he's doing with Trent now? Where he moved them out of that right? Because that's where they were getting killed. That's where they were getting killed. And once he moved them, like, that dude is shining and they were doing good. And look at Pep. With Stones. I thought he was terrible, man. And then he went to that back 3 and he put Stones up at, what would you label him now? He's a midfielder, right?
He's a midfielder,
like a CDM or something? Dude, Stones has been their best player.
Yeah, but they have like those guys, like they're like hybrid, like fullback. They're not even like fullbacks. Like, I would say they're like Walker's like Ake is a center back to me. He could technically start like left back a lot for them, but he's a center back. And weirdly, I feel like City kind of didn't use their depth that much as far as like, especially like all the big games and stuff like that.
But he found gems in Akanji.
Yeah,
like
Kanji is a hybrid dude, hybrid center back, right back to me.
But what was Akanji before he got to Pep?
He was good.
I don't know.
I think Haaland told Pep about Akanji.
His game did elevate though. I think this season.
Because he's around 10 other guys that are out of this world.
You give him that, but you give him his individual player actions. Like, we're good. Like his defensive situations, his decisions on the ball. Yeah. Like he did his role well. You know, I think
Shaqiri doesn't have nothing to do with that.
I think they reinvented. I think they reinvented the center back this year. I think that was Pep's thing, right? He did reinvent what a defender is and what their player actions are, where they can move on the field, what they can do now, and then Stones. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone saw that evolution of the center back.
What I mean is though, like when you're struggling with depth and then whatever you have is not shining, like I think the manager too has to see, okay, what do I got? And how can
reinvent players?
How can I reinvent them and put in like? How many positions does Bernardo play? And
4.
Look good?
Chill, 4. Probably 4.
But I'm saying like he'll look for positions and move these guys around and make them look really good, man.
Well,
the fact that he went, like, you had a guy in Walker who was shutting down Vinny.
Well, Walker's kind of shut down everyone's right now so far.
And then in the final, you don't even start him.
Yeah, he played Akanji instead.
No, Akanji's legit because I think Akanji's better on the ball. Building out and stuff.
Like,
he's an intelligent player.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, you gotta
bust out the math. He's good at math, Eloy. Give us the fun facts.
he's good at math.
He's actually. He's a lot.
Yeah. No, but obviously I'm uncomfortable talking about this. But even then, like, I feel like there was that one game he didn't even use a sub, bro. What was it? The Madrid first game, no?
Yeah. He didn't make any subs.
He had a lot of games like that, no?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
He had a
And
lot
I
of
think
games
it was
like
like because of the year before, he was overthinking. He would make the subs, and because it's hard, bro. When you have good guys on your bench like that, personal hand, you feel like, all right, I gotta give him some minutes,
Yeah, there was a more consistency in where like you kind of knew who the starting 11 were.
Yeah.
And in especially like that season when they played Chelsea in the final, sometimes
he would rotate a lot.
You
Yeah,
didn't know who was the consistent 11 because he was always making adjustments and little tweaks and.
I told you guys Sterling wasn't that good. I told him. It was Sterling. You had to get him out, dude.
That's another guy that he made look really good.
He didn't make it. It's the system, bro. I'm telling you.
Whose system is it, though?
No, I get you, but it's just like, dude, those guys are just
the thing is,
deep, bro.
Like, you get a guy like Pep.
Yeah.
And you could put him on a bottom team, right? I'm telling you, I think he could make a bottom team look
that's
really
that's my argument. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying?
But he has the luxury of being so good that he doesn't like everybody wants him.
Yeah. All right. Let me see.
So why, if you have the options of anything, why would you choose?
What's the biggest reasoning for Stones in the midfield to you guys?
We talked about this when we were a while ago, where he was saying he was really good, and I'm like, I think Stones is overrated.
Yeah.
And then Pep moved him. And then I was like, oh, crap. Stones is... I think I probably put, he heard me talking, smack about him. And he elevated his game. But I thought Stones was their best player the past 3 months.
No, but what? Why? Like, why? What do you think?
I think it was a tactical decision.
Of what, though?
Because he started playing with those 4 in the middle to overload. And before it was Cancelo that would go into the midfield.
Yeah.
And I think it's an easier transition for a center back to go into the midfield than it is a fullback based on, the starting position. So I think for him, it was like Stones moving into midfield, creating the double pivot with Rodri, and then they would create the 4, right, with Bernardo and De Bruyne in front and overloading that way. And I think that was probably the initial idea. And then Stones just started flourishing. Because even in the final, he adjusted it. Instead of playing the box, he played more of a diamond because of the way Inter was set up. And Stones was even higher now, and that he wasn't even like a double 6. He was playing almost like as an 8, kind of playing in that diamond.
And naturally winning balls too, no? Like 50-50, like aerial balls, dude. There was a few where like Stone would win, or they're going to be counters.
Yeah.
And he just would get up there and like header, just get a little bit on it.
That defensive, defensive situations, And then Rodri as well, he's really good in defensive
Those
situations.
Two, there's like twin towers, bro. Rodri is big boy, bro. We seen him at, what's that field over there in, where is it, Wisconsin? I forgot.
Lambeau.
Oh yeah, Lambeau. Yeah.
Hey, you think Pep was sitting on that idea for a while because the way he let go of Cancelo like so easily, like just get out of here. You think he already had that on his mind? I'm gonna play Stones up here.
Probably.
No, he started with that one kid. What's his name?
Oh yeah, he did start. He did start with Rico Lewis.
Well, Rico
was playing inverted. But in big games, you did see that he wasn't quite ready for that much responsibility.
Well, he's better offensively, but I'm telling you, that thing defensively brings it to another level, bro.
But even on the ball, I feel like Stones, that aspect of Stones, like he's very good on the ball now. Like he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. And I think defensively, you have 5 guys now in front of your creative players that are all very strong defensively. Right, that back 3, and then those 2 guys,
and they could pass insane out of the back.
So it's a very balanced now system, right, where you don't have a lot of weaknesses when you lose the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Stones look like a mini Messi in that final.
Chill, bro.
That Rodri look like a prime Busquets.
Nah,
that dude is insane, bro.
Dude,
I want that
Rodri's
guy.
motor
I want him on my team.
I can make the argument Rodri's the best player in the world right now, dude.
The thing is about him is like,
that's fair.
It's his moment right now. I swear to God. Then that's the dude. He's everywhere, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I would have taken him over Mbappe, but that's fair though. He's for sure
impactful both sides, dude. I'm telling you, there's no one like that man right now.
He's for sure. He's a top 5 pick.
Yeah. I
think so.
To build build a team around, dude. Yeah, he goes first round.
I feel like if you put him on Barcelona, we're Champions League favorites.
He's
that's how confident I feel about that guy.
He's
asking a lot.
He's the modern day 6, right? Because he's got the athletic attributes, but he also has the technical ability and the game understanding. Right?
I haven't seen him turn the ball over in 2-3 months now. He's like the new Tony Kroos. Yeah, he's like the new
very
Tony.
Consistent. Yeah, and then he'll read danger situations and win key balls where it's transition moments for the other team. He's very his evolution, right? He's constantly improving as well, and he's still
He's the one irreplaceable guy in City right now.
That's tough. I would say KDB. Still.
He got hurt in the final.
What's up?
He got hurt in the final.
Also, it doesn't count for him.
No, it does. I'm just saying irreplaceable. I'm talking about
It's tough because I think KDB I think makes a case as well.
Yeah.
I think it's if you want to say Rodri right now, yeah, I would. I think
If
that's
Rodri
fair.
goes down, you can't replace that. I'm just like that's what I'm just thinking.
At
And
the current roster, there's
yeah.
no one that can play his position the way he does. Yeah.
Because they're gonna get rid of it seems like they're gonna get rid of
No, but that's scary, bro. 'Cause then
Walker,
what are they gonna get back?
Gundogan,
And Mahrez.
Mahrez for sure.
You
Yeah.
got Mahrez, another one too, no? I think
Bernardo, I think is up in the air.
Bernardo,
Gundogan is up in
Bernardo.
the air.
Those are key guys.
I
That's
saw another one that was
And Laporte.
yeah, Laporte. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the thing where like I think he just got strict, dude. Like Laporte, like dude, he's a good center back, but he just doesn't fit like what he wants.
Yeah.
Like as far as
He's a traditional center back, right? And these guys are. It's
because
the
I
next
can,
generation.
yeah, like I can. I
defensive
don't know.
player.
I guess he gets out like a little wide faster. I guess I don't know, but
More athletic, quicker off. Yeah. It's a more athletic back line, I think, ultimately, right?
I can almost guarantee Laporte ends up on Barca. Pep's like, here,
I
I'll
don't
throw
think
you.
I don't think he'll go. They don't want him.
He's gonna downgrade him to
He wouldn't do that, dude.
to modern Barca B.
He's a Bilbao guy.
Huh?
He's a Bilbao guy.
Watch, Pep's gonna send him to you.
He'll go back to
Bilbao.
Yeah, he'll go back to Bilbao.
You think so? He wouldn't want to play for Barca?
We don't want him.
No.
Let's put it that way. I don't even want Gundogan. I don't want that guy on my team.
Gunda's legit,
30,
bro.
He's 32.
To me, I think Gunda's pocket god. As far as just like getting in pockets,
No, he's
dude.
good. He's good.
Yeah, as far as like thinking like if you're a GM, right? Huh?
I'm thinking like I'm looking at Madrid having like 6 guys
Under
in their
23.
midfield under 23. Yeah, and we're talking about getting 30-year-olds.
It is crazy too,
Yeah.
like how Madrid has changed their whole approach to recruitment, like what the original Galacticos
Yeah.
were, and just ready-made players. And now it's like, yes, we're still investing in superstars, but it's young guys with high potential, and
Because they made money. They
Yeah.
made money off all them Galacticos, so now they're like, we're set. When the pandemic started, I think it was
They're the only one, right?
They're probably the only team that didn't lose any money.
yeah,
While we were racking up a pandemic wage bill over there.
they've been very astute with their recruitment, and I mean they have a young core now of very talented players.
And then what you say? They got the best plug in Brazil.
Who?
Madrid.
Oh, those guys, yeah, bro. Someone's working over there right now.
Florentino out there.
Yeah. Florentino got a guy, just walkie-talkie. I think Florentino still uses walkie-talkie.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. That guy's like a mafia style.
Yeah.
But that's still a risk, like going from South America like to a big European club.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Only very few players can do that, you know?
Well, City's getting good at that too, though.
Yeah.
Well, City and Madrid just murdered that, no?
Like in for some reason England like they
Doesn't
don't get,
like to.
No, they don't get straight from South
No,
America.
that's why City's the first one that's doing it because Juju and so like
They did it
it's
with-
a handful.
They
no?
did it with Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe,
Yeah.
Juju, and
Gabe was like I think the first one.
I think too because of the cultural aspect, it's a harder adjustment.
yeah.
England to Spain because
Well, that's the Portugal. No, they
and
all
that
go to
too.
Portugal
Yeah,
first.
a
no?
lot of them will
Yeah.
go to Portugal, but even in Spain, it's still an easier transition than if you go to like
Yeah, yeah.
England.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, what do you think is the overall deepest league right now? For real, like
It's the Premier League.
no, like
you
over competitive.
Were you serious?
No. It's 'cause-
Competitive?
dude, realistically, only 4 people have a chance, dude. Like,
But it's still like
yeah.
even coaches, right? How many of the top coaches now are in the Premier League?
Dude, the prem, they poach from
Yeah.
from every other league.
I was gonna
coaches,
try to make a little small case for
the
it.
coaches and the talent.
Yeah.
It's
Sevilla just won the Europa. And they took their coach.
All right, it's the Prem.
Well, he's the what is he? The director now of Aston Villa
Yeah.
with Unai Emery.
Is it
Could-
really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
No, I know.
He went back with Emery.
the
But it's just like
talent
the
pool
leagues
is-
where like, dude, Italy they had repeats. They're going on like 4 different champions, no?
Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a chance. Well, look at the best player. Your best player, who you said Rodri.
Yeah.
You guys poached him out of La Liga.
No, I know. And I'm just talking about like realistically 5 teams being able to win a championship.
5 teams. What?
Yeah.
Their league, their respective league.
Yeah, I think it's just like Italy, no?
Yeah,
That for sure.
I would say
Yeah.
it's a more
But-
balanced
But I think that's all.
competition in that sense.
Yeah, Deeper was wrong wording, but I'm just talking about like realistic chance of winning a championship.
I think that's only because Juventus just took a hit recently, but
They're gonna be back, you think?
dude, they ran off like 10 straight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
10
see, yeah, 10
They
straight.
won
Yeah.
it like 10 straight times or 9 or whatever it was. But now for sure, I would probably say
Yeah.
that one.
Right now,
Italy?
that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Because Germany's probably the
MX.
worst, no?
Liga
Yeah,
MX, maybe.
MX DB.
Because
Yeah,
of the
Bayern's
playoff.
the worst because
Bayern's the worst by far. They're going at a 20-peat.
Bayern is, but that's because every other team there allows themselves to.
Yeah.
They allow Bayern to be that.
yeah.
They're like the national
the
team.
culture,
almost, no?
right?
Yeah.
It's just the talent is all pulled to Bayern at a certain point.
Like even like when like all the time Germany's won the World Cup.
Mm.
You look at the players on the team, like
Yeah.
majority of
Bayern's
them are.
Yeah.
It's a Bayern Munich team. That's why Germany's been so good because they have a club team that gets to play international.
No. But you
Yeah.
do see that happen at times too, right? Like the same thing with Spain, right? In 2010, it was the Barcelona core.
Yeah.
That
That's true.
consistency does help, right?
Pretty coincident to bring that up. Coincidental, but I mean, yeah.
It was though, right? It was 8 of the starters, 7 of the starters were from Barcelona on that winning team.
Oh, Pep won the World Cup.
He did. He won
So,
2. He won the
Technically
one.
won too.
What was that one? Who'd they play against? Who did Germany play against?
He
When they
won
won that
2 Europas, a World Cup.
To
He-
me, I think Sevilla is the best
created-
team in any tournament I've
He
ever seen.
created the Warriors dynasty. You know what, Pep? Honestly, I think
Pep's, this is
Underrated.
the Pep.
Pep underrated.
We're going to call it that. Pep's underrated.
He created Bayern Munich, that Germany team. You're gonna give him credit for that one too.
Oh, and you guys sold me on it. Pretty much.
You know what? If there's one man that knows how to beat Messi, it's probably Pep.
If there's one man that's going to make England bring it back home, it's Pep. Oh, let's see it.
They give him the chance.
I
No,
mean,
I'm talking about just like his,
Oh, his team.
yeah,
How
There
many
is-
guys on City play for?
there is an English core,
like 4.
and now they want supposedly Declan Rice.
But that's just like,
They turned
he's
down.
going to be in Rodri's way.
They turned down the initial offer, no, from Arsenal.
Yeah,
What they offer, like 80.
and that makes sense too, right?
Yeah.
London rival.
You guys are talking Guardiola, no? I think Joseph, the center back from Leipzig.
Leipzig.
Yeah, Leipzig or whatever.
Guardiola to who?
To City.
That's supposedly
Yeah.
There's interest from him as well.
What?
Just him and Declan, nice little casual, chill summer.
The most promising center back right now.
Yeah.
They. How
Well-
would that work?
Who? Guardiola?
They're gonna get
Well, if they're getting rid of Laporte,
Yeah, I told
that
you
will
like
open up a spot. Yeah.
Pep just wants practice players right now at this point.
I heard he was done after like 2 years.
No, yeah, it's official, right?
Yeah, I think so. He's gonna let his contract run out, and then
You think he's gonna
Sail
go
into the
international or
sunset.
no?
I think he'll take a sabbatical again. He'll take a break, and then maybe What else is there to do unless he goes to like PSG, which I don't know if he would.
I think he goes international
Yeah,
Yeah, that would make more
international would be
sense.
nice. I'll give him more props for international for sure.
to the USA.
I think
That'll be nasty, bro.
him and Jose. I think Mourinho as well. Like I think
Yeah.
I could see him doing it after
Nah, Jose. I
Well,
don't
Jose-
know. Yeah,
Jose said that he was waiting on the call, that they hit him up in January.
Oh really?
yeah.
Yeah, and I think he'd be.
Well, Portugal hit him up in January, and he said that's what he wanted, and he was gonna wait till after the season, but
That's
They
not the style that they
they
need.
jumped the gun with
I think with Jose, his skill set fits international because he knows
Yeah.
how to win games. He knows how to compete in games. He makes good.
He's a
tactical
tournament guy. He's a
adjustments, yeah.
tournament guy.
So I think that fits international because you're not really developing players. You're trying to form a team that can compete and win.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
man with that Portugal squad right now. Are you kidding me?
yeah. They might not play.
he's
the
still
most
gonna start
attractive
Pepe.
style, but
Well, I guess you're
Yeah.
right because I mean, if he has Joao Felix, like he already got used to playing Simeone,
yeah.
but also
Yeah.
just come on back, park the bus.
And I mean, international.
Joao?
That's kind of what it is, right? You're forming the best possible roster to be able to win things. You're not
Yeah.
really developing a style unless you have that identity within the players already. Like you see Germany, Spain, right? That all these players play in a similar system.
I think they do. I think the champions always have a style though. Like I felt like Argentina this World Cup, it was a dirty style.
Yeah, but I
Like
think that's more
in your mouth style, like
Yeah.
that grit. That I don't know if that's a style though.
Just physical. It was like
'Cause
90s ball.
system, I would say.
because
System.
14 like Germany's, that was just attack, pressing.
And it kept the ball well though
Yeah.
too.
The 2010, it was passing.
But also, again, it comes to those two teams. How many played within the same club, right? So is that style developed at international level, or has that just come
Like with the club?
within the club because you have a core that's already from the same team?
So who would you say right now international has like a style, like a team?
Spain always does, I think.
Well, Spain is almost.
It's always-
They
we have-
actually try to move on a little bit this game.
No, you
from
did
what I
see
saw
that,
from
yeah.
Italy, yeah.
Yeah, they were playing. There was moments now where they were trying to play the next line.
They're just
Not get out of
direct and
pressure.
just quick, and
Luis
they're high
Enrique-
line too.
Luis Enrique was a little more, just more rigid on this is the principles and we have to play. Like you saw it in the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
How many times they try to get out of pressure, and they made a few mistakes.
Italy was kind of too
They were playing
like
what?
like that. Like where? What? How many guys from Inter are there? Like 4
or
no?
5, yeah.
Italy looks decent, bro. They're taking their like.
They've always looked decent. I mean,
No,
they're-
but now
they're the-
like it's offensively, dude. Like before, they used to just sit back, you know.
they're the defending European
You
champions.
know what I'm saying? But now I see something different brewing over there. Because even then, Inter, dude, like their formation was decent against City. Like their style, like they could keep the ball on them a little bit. I thought they were just gonna be chasing the whole game, bro.
That's smart. You know what? I've always found that, like when a powerhouse like that has like a downfall, like Italy hasn't played in the World Cup,
Yeah,
they come back stronger. Like France
Yeah,
And,
like 02,
in 10,
06.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2010?
10, 14, yeah.
and then in 14, and then they come back really strong. Germany,
yeah.
I think they're gonna come back really strong. They should come back really strong.
Yeah, I mean, those are the teams you always expect to, right? They'll have a generation, they'll bring them back again. But
But I think it's because like European wise, like who's the top dog in Europe
France, I'd say right now, still.
right now?
Yeah.
But like historically, who would you say?
Historically, Germany
In Italy,
and Italy, yeah.
right? Historically,
The
well,
mo-
probably
Yeah, yeah.
The
Germany,
most
right?
World Cups, yeah.
But they have competition where it's always changing. So these teams, like, they're not just looking to maintain like a position. They're always like, okay, if they have a downfall, like they come back stronger. Where like over here in CONCACAF, like Mexico just wants to maintain that position, so they always stay
The complacency, right?
complacent.
Yeah.
Where they're like, we're gonna keep Ochoa playing goalkeeper because we don't want to bring in anybody new to try him out because we just want to get this win. We want to maintain.
But arguably, who would start though?
But that's the thing. Like, okay, you want to at least like don't worry about
Try something
pole
new.
position right
Yeah.
now. Like, actually practice, get your guys because you're not gonna get any like serious competition right now because you're already qualified for the World Cup.
Yeah.
So like these games matter. You want to get guys in there to get actual.
Yes,
Dude,
start.
Ochoa went through this in 2010, right? Because 06 he went to the World Cup. He's sad because he was a young kid. And then in 2010, you figure that's his time to shine. And who do they take?
Yeah, controversial.
Conejo Perez, right?
Perez, yeah.
So Ochoa went through this, and now he's doing this. Like he's part of the of the.
So we're bad at cutting ties, kind of.
I mean, we were one of
they
the
wanna
oldest
maintain-
rosters in the World
Yeah.
Cup.
Because they want to maintain position. They want to. They don't want to give up that spot of being number one. Because the USA was never number one, and the USA was okay with we're gonna develop, and now where's the US?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think this Mexican squad, I think they were very slow in integrating younger players sooner, right?
I think it's because they just want to maintain position. They're okay with that.
Yeah, and I
It's
think
Being number one is bringing them
getting
money.
that short-term success, and then you're seeing now the results of it. Then now you're trying to rebuild a team
Yeah.
with a lot of guys, and it's just now you're playing catch up to two other teams that have done this, much better and have a better talent pool. To be fair,
That's what I'm worried about. I'm like, dude, we're not really developing a style right now. Like, at least like center backs was like come around easier.
and it is weird because you'd see traditionally Mexico plays with a back four.
Yeah.
You see, we want to have the ball. And now this cycle here, it was a big change. Now it's a back three, and again, there was no identity. You didn't see a style. You didn't see the cohesion between the players and what we want to do, both on the ball and off the ball. But I also think too, this is one of our weaker talent pools.
What position you guys think like from a Mexican is like we can be the best at? A fullback?
I would say fullback is probably the easiest.
Yeah.
Just because I definitely don't think center back.
No, I know. That's why I was like, I'm
wouldn't-
scared.
I
As center
wouldn't-
back, I see center backs. I'm like, yeah.
I wouldn't say like a
Or
a
even
proper
like a
nine either.
Even a center midfielder, maybe like wingers and fullies.
Yeah, you can
that's-
argue that.
I think they've done great with goalkeepers.
Yeah, we've always
Yeah.
had solid goalkeepers.
And then even like maybe like a 6.
Machine. You're
A
looking at the
proper
one
6?
guy right there. Yeah, no, yeah. Proper 6, but like creative midfielders.
But definitely on the wings.
Because that one is just like, it's more easier to do sometimes, though, too, I'm telling you, bro. Like center backs, like creative mids. It's been a while since Pizarro. What was it? What was that Gold Cup?
2019.
2019. Pizarro was
Like,
the last guy I've seen.
When's the last time you think Mexico had like an actual structure to their team?
Miguel
Where you
Herrera,
could see a style.
that America team.
Because I don't even think 18. I don't even like when they beat Germany.
No, that was just defense.
I don't even think that was like, okay, this is Mexico.
The Holland lost.
14.
Yeah, with America, it was. I'm not.
And I think we played a back three at that point too. I think Piojo played a back three.
With Layun and Aguilar as the fullbacks, the three, when they put like 5.
That was actually that was a good team.
But again, what helped that team is you had individual players. They could have those moments, right? Those player actions where they could do something, create something, right? Gio in that game. And I think we don't have that right now. Like without that, and in this cycle, we struggle massively to create chances.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think the talent pool is not there?
I think it's players in development, right? I think individual players, right? The inability to progress, move on to like how many of them want to stay in Liga MX, don't want to go, abroad and compete, and then the ones that do and they don't get the success. How many of them return and how soon do they return? And then the development of players.
Isn't that like to follow the league though? They don't sell these guys?
That too.
They want money, too much money. They outprice them, bro. Yeah.
But even the ones that do go, right? Or how many maybe aren't willing to take a pay cut in Europe and rather stay
for
Mexico
more playing time.
Yeah, play more. You're comfortable. You're at home.
Yeah.
You play more, and you're making a good living.
But are they playing in Mexico?
Yeah.
A lot of these guys are not even playing.
Well, you got like Henry Martin, you got Diego Lainez. I know he wasn't in the roster this one, but I mean he's a perfect example of that, right? Did he leave Europe too soon? Because he's still pretty young, right? And now you're seeing him in Tigres now. And when the player comes back, how often do you see him go back into Europe and succeed, right? It's rare.
It's rare, yeah.
You can't. They never do, yeah.
No, never.
Yeah.
So it's like,
once you come back home, bro, it's over. It's over, bro. Dream's over.
When's the last guy that came back and then went back?
I know you know, but I for sure don't. That one's like a trivia question that would get me.
No, but the thing is, like, I find it weird that these guys you see all these other countries progressing and these guys are regressing.
Yeah.
And how many powerhouse, like Mexico is a powerhouse nation historically.
Yeah, no.
Numbers wise too, right? The number of people that live in the country,
right,
and it being the most popular sport, you should be able to produce
and when you think
strong,
that's
not only that, when you
18,
think about
23 players.
La Liga MX, like on this hemisphere, people from South America and Central America and
they rather
US,
almost go there, no?
Everybody wanted to go to Liga MX, because that's like the powerhouse league over here. So how the hell are you regressing?
Yeah,
instead of progressing.
You also have to think of maybe how behind are the Mexican clubs in terms of recruitment, in terms of like the networks they have, development. Obviously, like we're probably very behind, all the big,
But that's the thing.
leagues.
You shouldn't be when South America. Well, like we just said, South Americans, Central Americans, they all wanted to go there.
Yeah,
they all wanted to go there.
But so we're not using those guys.
The recruitment. No, we're not using them on our national team.
Yeah.
But like they make your league competitive, where the majority of the players on your national team aren't playing, so that competition should be there. Like iron should be sharpening iron there.
No, but academy, I think you can't. Like you got to be Mexican, no, till 18.
That I don't know.
I think so.
For academy, yeah, but in the league.
No, that's what I'm saying. We gotta recruit these guys academy. South Americans at like 15 years old, 16 years old.
No, not these guys to play for the national team.
No, well, that's we gotta do it. Mexicans are not the answer, bro, for the Mexican national team.
But what I'm saying is like, your national born players, if they play in your league, they're supposed to be playing against the best players from the area,
competition,
right? So they're supposed to be getting like practice in the league, playing like high level competition, and it should translate to when you've been playing these hard games in your league. Now you go to international, and you play these other teams. Like you should at least be already in like that competition mode where, like you're playing in a tough league, supposedly in your region, and now you got two other countries that are like almost overlapping you at this point now. Well, for sure USA, not Canada.
But you got all these other clubs not giving those young guys a run. You only got one club that's just like trying to carry all of Mexico on his back and giving them run, you know?
That's what I was trying to say. Like, the best Mexico team was 06, and that's because they had like 9 guys from Chivas on that team. They had an identity.
Who was the captain though?
That's fine.
Of that 06 team?
Who was the captain? Yeah.
I'm sleep back.
Was it Rafa?
Some narco money guy.
Was that his first year as a captain?
No, I don't think so. I think it was 02.
Yeah,
He
was young though. That's like youngest
Young Rafa,
captain
yeah.
in captain history. Nah, bro, but
Yeah, Tyler Adams.
oh, it was him.
Tyler Adams type, you know. 'Cause
Yeah.
Tyler Adams is the one, yeah.
Young captain, yeah.
He was 21.
I think because the goal should be for Mexico, can we be a top 8 country? I think that should be the goal, right? Long term. Because I think and then you're looking, okay, realistically, then we can make into that 5th game, right? The quarterfinals and then possibly maybe a semifinal. But to do that, I think you do need your best 16, 18 players to be playing in Europe. I think realistically, right?
Yeah.
Because of the level of the Mexican league and the difference between that and then European leagues, right? There is a significant difference in the level there. And that's what you're seeing from the U.S., right? These are young guys, they're starters, and majority of them are all playing in Europe, overseas.
Even if they're not playing, like look who killed Mexico, Christian Pulisic.
Yeah.
Doesn't even play, and he's killing. And then
just the practice, right? The work he's getting.
The guy that plays for
Balogun?
For Leeds.
Oh, McKay.
He's on a relegation team.
Yeah.
And then over in La Liga, the guy that plays for
Balogun.
Balogun is it?
Yeah.
Again, another guy who's on a relegation team.
No, but
like.
Then you got Weah.
Yeah.
These guys are
Musa plays for Valencia.
Musa's good, bro.
These guys are not playing for like top,
no,
like the top of the top, and some of these guys aren't even playing, and they're producing over here.
Yeah. But again, the competition you're getting,
bro. As far as the 3 center backs, why were the wings just up too high or what? The fullbacks, because they're playing 3 center backs, bro. Because there was a while, bro, with Atlas, bro, you couldn't attack them that easy, bro. Was it the fullbacks just playing too high or what, dude? They were just breaking the space they had to operate, bro.
Yeah, and I think just too
where they could send the extra center back for help right there.
And there was no cover too, I think, from the center mids. So you're seeing like USA break in transition, and then you're seeing like the game get into those spaces where they're isolated too. Like how many times did we see these guys, Gallardo, Sanchez, isolated in 1v1 situations? And then there's the athletic mismatch maybe from Gallardo there.
Well, in the second one, they looked disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
The center backs they look like center mids getting back.
And I think that was the thing too. Like you just didn't see an identity. Like we weren't compact enough to play that way. And then in transition there was just too many spaces. And I think Luis Chavez and Edson struggled to cover for that because then those two have to cover. And then you had like Orbelin playing kind of like as a 10, and then you have Gallardo that has to provide the width because then like Antuna's playing wide on one side, Henry's central, but then you had no width on that left side. There's just a lack of understanding, and then you add intensity, you add players underperforming individually, and then you add this USA team that's just the athletic mismatch, and then you got guys that are starting to enjoy their game right and just starting to get comfortable on the ball, and I think that was just
because there was a handful of times they got the 3 center backs at like at half court, and dude, with that much space, they just couldn't cover the ground.
Too much space. Yeah.
Did you see a difference from this team than from Tata's?
In terms of, he played with a back 3, and Tata would play with a back 4. And Tata would play with the traditional 3 center mids. And that was the thing, too. Mexico had 2 center mids, but Orbelin wouldn't really drop to support at times.
Yeah.
So then these 2 guys were always in mismatches. So you have Edson
so much
and Luis,
space now,
and then just having no outlets, and they have to take 4 or 5 touches just to be able to create some time for someone to give them an option. And then US played with 3 center mids. You had Gio Reyna dropping in deep to create overloads as well. Just again, a lot of things like mismatches, isolated 1v1s. Like you never want to have a fullback isolated in a big space, right? And how many times did we see that? Or even like Dest would be able to drive the ball into space, take 2-3 guys on, and then you're stretching guys.
Dude, Dest looked like like a cheat code player, bro.
Don't remind me, man. I hate how he looks so good.
He's just over there doing like 3. It looks so bad. Like he looked like someone just learned how to do the drill, and he was doing it, bro. Like he just found out like, oh, this is how you do a 360. He was doing drills on us, bro.
Yeah, but I think the athletic mismatch is a big thing.
How would you play him? What team they got right now?
No, ideal 11 right now.
How would you play him? Like formation wise, like. What'd you see? Because if it's not that much and they're not showing any promise.
Maybe I think a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
I think we looked our best when we played that. Maybe also in Qatar, right?
Yeah.
Orbelina's a true 10. He played with 2 6s. We also considered too. We didn't have Guti, so you don't know a player like.
Well, Guti hasn't done that good when he plays. Like he didn't look good, dude. That one game against what was it?
But I guess it's tough to say too because
against Poland, no.
You're saying we could say too. Luis Chavez didn't play well yesterday, but the entire team didn't play well.
No,
right. But I think Luis Chavez underperformed, or not yesterday, but when they played, I think he underperformed as well. I think a 4-2-3-1 because it's what they know.
Yeah.
And I think that back three, I think is a struggle.
I think I would sacrifice Machín and put him as a center back. He's the only one athletic enough to do it. He's good at center mid, bro. But I mean, it's just like center back, dude. I'm just like, it's so bad right now. Like, who's the number one center back right now in Mexico? The guys got old. We always bring back Moreno, Araujo.
Yeah. Well, it should be Montes, no?
Montes is not it, bro.
Should be the one that is up and coming now, right?
I was gonna say Araujo probably is their,
See,
their one guy.
no, I can't think of the number one center back.
It'd probably be between those two. Probably Araujo, yeah. Because the other two guys are young. Where Reyes is what, 21, 22?
Yeah, those guys look way too young.
They're young.
They should have not been playing.
Yeah.
But that's not bad. 21, 22.
Yeah, no, they should be in a great place right now. Yeah.
That's
at least look like athletically fit enough to play right
but
there.
literally, that's only an excuse that Mexico uses.
Yeah.
You got all these other countries that have guys that age
21. That's when they're like
that are shining.
Yeah.
That are shining. Mexico's the only country that I hear use that excuse. Like, it's because these guys they're young. What are you talking about? This is prime age for these guys.
But what would you say? Maybe that back line that they played, there was too much inexperience within the three.
Yeah.
Because you need a leader. And I don't think
that's why there's.
And obviously Montes wasn't that.
For sure, you need a leader. But I think you need a guy that could explain, the head coach that could explain right to these guys how to play.
But even then, when you play,
that guy's not the guy.
When you play a line of 4, and Montes was in the middle of that thing, that's a big switch too. When going to a 3, he was in the middle of the 3-1. Dude, that's like he looks so lost, bro. That's why I think I like Machín in the middle there because he's a center mid, like a CDM. I think he'll fit perfectly in the middle of a 3-back.
That's where we shine, man. The CDMs.
Yeah, in a 3-back, no? In the middle of a 3-back.
They have to embrace that.
Yeah.
And I think adapting our style too. Maybe like we're not going to be able understanding against certain teams. We're not going to be able to have the ball like we want or traditionally we would like to do. Right, play out of the back. And I think you did see them trying to adapt that, but it just was poor.
Well, Memo's never done that ever.
I was gonna say no.
Ever.
And I think you saw that. Did you point that out?
No, it's been bad.
That was kicking field goals.
Trying to play to Henry Martin. Henry Martin's not winning the ball, and it's just
this is 15 years strong now going on this.
And that is a big setback of his game, right? When you want to play that way,
yeah,
right? Because there are moments where you need to drop pressure and connect, and he obviously
he's hesitant to just come out in general. In general, he's hesitant to come out, like just come to the ball and stuff. He's always been hesitant. He's like stays on the line a lot.
I'm telling you, like. You don't see these from other countries, man. Spain went away from De Gea.
Yeah.
Italy went away from Buffon. You just got to go away from these guys eventually.
Yeah, but like Italy, they replaced him with Donnarumma.
Yeah, no.
The talent.
And Donnarumma, it's crazy because Donnarumma gets exposed for that a little bit too sometimes, bro. He's a super freak athlete, but like no matter what, it's just like the touching.
But the thing is, you got to give these guys a chance. Yeah. Donnarumma was not Donnarumma like... When he took over, he was a known guy, but he was not that guy yet.
No, yeah,
he still hadn't won the league with Milan.
Mm-hmm.
He was like the come up guy.
Well, I think he debuted at 16, 17.
Yeah,
like he was.
That's fine, but Mexico has guys like that are young that they could play.
I think, like I said, I think it was a very slow integration of young guys into this roster. And now you're seeing the result of it. Bro, again, to be the oldest, one of the oldest teams in the World Cup, it's said a lot.
This has been going on now for like 4 years.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. This whole cycle has been, and then you see the USA, they did the total opposite, right? Trusted the youth, and they gave that young core that experience of being at a World Cup. So now they know what that's like, and they're going into this one at home, now having that experience as well. I think that's going to be huge.
Yeah, but they're coming close to messing that up. They're coming real close with
Greg Berhalter.
Yeah. The whole situation that they're doing.
Yeah.
They're coming real close to messing that up.
It is tough, right? Because it's a group where you do need a big personality.
Yeah.
But there's also, I think, maybe a lot of players. Obviously, I think maybe there was some good feedback from a lot of those players that did like him.
Yeah. No, I think real quick though, because Mexico, dude, I can't think of a winger that can knock your socks off anymore, bro. Remember like Tecatito that one time he came in, it's so super hot, like you would just dribble past. Dude, I can't even think of a winger right now for Mexico. Dude, Dieguito, they had to make him a left wing so he could play direct. He can't even play on the right no more.
Yeah, I think Santi is what we could say right now.
But Santi's like a central striker.
But I'm
Like,
saying,
bro, there's no one that can wire you off the dribble.
yeah,
I
on the
see
dribble,
Antuna
no.
just die into the corner kick again, bro. Like,
And that was, I think, a big thing in the World Cup where, we didn't have players that could unbalance
Yeah.
in 1v1s. And a lot of in the World Cup, yes, you have systems and you have organization, but a lot of times it's these individual moments.
one.
Well, if you want 1v1, I think Mexico only has like one guy.
Yeah.
Who?
And Lightness.
No, that's what I'm telling you.
He's
dude.
like the only one
He's a
that's
left
probably-
wing. Tigres turned him into a left wing, bro. Tigres benched him, bro, because he wasn't like. That's crazy. There's no one, bro.
There's no one. But I would say like he's the only one that.
No,
that has
that
the
was like
qualities.
7 years ago, bro. When we saw those qualities.
I think he can still do it, but
Nah.
but I'm trying to say like that's the only one that you could look at and be like, okay, this is the
Yeah.
guy.
Even Cordoba though too, because Cordoba is the one guy. Like Cordoba is the one guy that probably needs to go and just like you got to give run, like as him being younger or whatever, because he can use both feet.
I like Cordoba.
Yeah,
I think he can be good. I think with him it will be, when will he make that jump to that next level?
yeah.
Because I think he'll need that. But you could tell like he's very comfortable, even like leadership roles, right? I think
He's great.
he
Both
imposes
feet, dude.
himself in the on the field, and then he can play with both feet. He's intelligent. He's not bad in the air either. Like in the final,
Yeah.
like he was getting in dangerous situations.
You gonna bring up any other one? Hey, no, but dude, to me, the Mexico Olympic team was the best Mexico I had like in the last 10 years. To me, that Olympic one, like I swear to you, bro, that was my favorite Mexico in a while.
That was the one in Japan, was it?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was like COVID-ish.
Yeah.
That was a good team.
We had Corona
And they fell off at
Cordoba, yeah. No. What Cordoba recent? Alexis Cordoba.
Okay.
This was 3 years ago.
Was that already 3 years?
4, maybe 4. No.
Young Cordoba? No, it was like only 2 years ago, bro.
But Vega was on that team too, right?
Yeah, Vega,
2020?
Cordoba.
So it was played in 2021, I think, because it was 2020, and it got pushed back for 1 year.
It's only 2 years, bro. 2.5 years, no 3.
2.5 years, yeah.
That team right there, to me, I'm like, just build off that team. And none of those players played no more. And of
Yeah.
course, they took Memo, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. No, it is.
The
It's bad.
whole thing, it's bad. But it comes from the ownership. It comes from the ownership.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, that Eloy's boy who's coaching our team,
Yeah.
or rather coaching your team. I'm an American. But the head coach,
No, yeah, I think
he got put in there only because from the hiring committee, 3 of the 5 people that put the player on there, I mean the coach, he used to manage for them, for the ownership group.
Can you do something for us to get Camilo or no? Did he already debut?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You
Camilo
get that,
would
you
be-
get that
would be
paperwork
nice.
for us or no?
Camilo's clutch. He'll be clutch
No,
in the
he's
key
a
moments.
game manager, bro.
You got resources?
Yeah, research. We need Vargas, bro. Honestly, someone like that, bro. Because Memo, for sure, bro, that's his biggest flaw, bro. Just game managing. And won the ball.
Yeah. But even
Camilo's really good at that.
And Camilo is also, I think, just in clutch moments. Like he
Yeah.
steps up. Like he makes big saves in big moments too.
Top
Right.
3 game manager goalies in the world. I got Debo 1 and Camilo 2, I think.
Debo?
Yeah.
Martinez?
No, dude, that guy game manages. It'll be weird. I don't know why a team would bench him last game of the season, though. Like, out of nowhere, unexpected. The way he game manages. Imagine him with a 2-goal lead, dude. That'd be crazy, no?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just seeing it on the bench, I don't think you'll lose that.
And that is a big thing, right? Game management, right?
For
And-
goalies.
And not showing, I think, innocence as a team in general, I think, too.
When
How
did he
many
do it
teams are
so
poor.
good? When did he do it so good? Oh, I think it was a Villa game. Oh, an Anfield, bro. Debo, bro. Oh my God, dude. Anfield, he like made that a draw, bro.
Isn't that like the game winner at the end?
The Villa game?
Yeah.
On Debo? No, I don't remember that.
no, it was
It was a
Arsenal.
1-1, dude. Oh my
No,
God,
it was
bro.
the Arsenal game I'm thinking about.
This dude was milking the clock like minute 35, first half. Just game managing, bro. Just taking the life out the cup.
He's a beast, bro. I owe him a lot.
That guy, for sure, bro. That guy, dude, special as far as just falling on the ground, like just
Well, they're going away from that. No, aren't
just
they?
stealing the show, dude. That guy just doesn't care about like the moment like behind him, bro. That's tough.
They're making it tougher to be a goalkeeper now.
Yeah,
They're not letting these guys.
because of Debo.
Because of him.
Debo
Yeah.
spent 37 minutes that game, bro. He wasted. He wasted, bro.
Messing up the goalkeepers, making it hard.
All right, you feel like that about Greg? That like you don't like him?
Berhalter?
Yeah.
No, I like him.
Well, why do you think he's gonna mess it up?
It's the culture you're bringing in. You went away from this guy.
Yeah.
You bring him back, and then you announced it like during the game that you're bringing him back. It was announced during the game.
Zero
wasn't it?
toxic, yeah. That who was the?
And then
Do you know the guy or no?
Arguably your best player,
That coached them.
the USA.
Yeah.
He's the assistant.
Oh, he's still gonna stay.
He's been the assistant. He's
All right, we're good.
He's his
We're
number
good.
one guy.
We're good then.
He's been with the team since Berhalter took over.
Yeah, I think it does give a mixed message, right?
Yeah.
Fire this guy and then you bring him on, but I think too maybe the players had an influence on this and they say, hey, look, we liked him, the core liked him, we felt he developed us, and we can do something with him. You know, if players are asking for him, I think it's a tough say. But maybe also too, you're asking maybe they had other candidates and they just weren't willing to take the job, right? Guys that maybe had a bigger resume, bigger names, and maybe they just weren't willing to take this job, and they're like, hey, this is the best we can do because this is our golden generation.
That's true. Who do you think they would have gotten though? Who do you think they wanted?
Gerard.
Maybe like I wouldn't say a Pochettino, because I mean you got to look at the big managers that
Yeah.
didn't have jobs at the moment.
Nagelsmann?
Yeah, Nagelsmann.
That would have been. What's his name? Jesse.
Oh, Jesse Marsh.
Jesse Marsh? Well, he was the one that people were saying that.
Yeah, that was
gonna
rumored
come
for
originally.
sure.
That would have been a decent one.
But I don't know. I think they're creating they already let it get to that point, and now they're just extending it.
But that's just the American way, you know. A little bit.
No, I'm just thinking that's just the toxic. I mean, Ferguson had that with David Beckham.
Yeah.
Look what happened there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the situation with Gio, right? That was a big deciding factor, right? Because it did seem like he had lost control of his players because of that situation. But then again, too, it's like it was his parents as well.
That was his
Yeah.
parents, rather.
You know?
That was his parents.
That's like youth. That's too like youth, you know.
Yeah,
Can't do that
right?
on-
And that's the culture, right?
Yeah.
Youth soccer culture there. A bit you're seeing, right? Upset parents.
Big money parents.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's it.
exactly.
You throw money at something, you feel like you're the boss of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that was a big thing. But he did a decent job in the World Cup. I mean, this was a young team. You have to consider that as well. You know.
I think he did a great job.
No, yeah.
Considering like your midfielders are all like the same position, and
You're young. You know, you
They're
have the
young.
inexperience, right?
there you go. They're out of position, guys. And
No, yeah.
you're
They
making 'em look
proper
good.
football does this bad. It was bad, bro. It was this. I've never seen a clinic like this in a while. Like
Yeah, this was
it was
a
just
statement,
a clinic,
right?
Yeah, it was like
Statement of, hey, you know, it's us now.
Yeah.
And you guys are, you know, we control, you know, this region now. It's official. I mean, it's been since we haven't beat them, right, since 2019.
and all
I
the games
think
were
it's-
close. All the games were close. This game, bro,
I think
like
it's 4 games in a
yeah.
row now.
Yeah,
or
4
something
games
like
in a row.
the other ones were like all like little 1-0s,
Yeah,
like
but this
barely.
was-
But this was just dude on the ball. You couldn't even get to the ball.
And like,
like-
in a sense, we were lucky that it was only 3-0,
Yeah.
right? Kind of game where you get the feeling we're like, it could have been way more.
I'm glad it happened.
I think
Yeah.
so too. I think
it's a good thing.
no, it is, but
I think this is a wake up call. Like, this is pressure. This is pressure that you have to put on the FMF.
mm-hmm.
Get your head out your ass.
Yeah, I think
something.
it's a big right. It's for us and then for them as well, right? For them, it's a great thing because they're like, okay, we're on the right track. We're gonna be at home in the World Cup. We can do something special here, which will be good for the game here, right? But yeah,
Mexico can't sell tickets now for sure.
Mexico, what?
They're not gonna be able to sell tickets now, you know.
Oh, people are gonna go. Come on now.
I know.
Come on now.
Nah, but yeah.
People
dude.
want to go over there and sing their campfire songs.
Where in Mexico?
Yeah, you know, when the goalkeeper's about to kick it and you yell out the magic word,
P?
the P word. See, I don't even want to say it because it's gonna find us.
No, yeah, I don't want to get fined, dude.
We're gonna get
It's
delayed.
already good.
We're gonna get delayed on it.
But for sure, like the sore loser, bro, that was bad. I don't even get into that, like the fans or whatever. They've been doing that, but
No, I like that. It shows that they got heart.
what?
The players.
They want to fight?
It shows they got heart.
Doesn't show heart, dude.
It does. It shows that they got heart. It matters. It shows that it matters. What it doesn't show is that there's no structure. That they don't know how to play well. That there's no identity.
Yeah,
but at least they got
clueless.
heart. At least they got heart because they showed like, look, we don't want to lose to these guys. This is our rival. We don't want to be losing to these guys, especially in that manner. So they showed heart at least, and that's the only thing I take away from it.
Like they showed heart.
That they actually care about the jersey on that one. At least those two that were fighting right there.
A little bit, bro.
But at least that's to me that's the only good thing you could take out of that.
Yeah, you could say it meant a lot to them, right? This game meant a lot, and you could tell they were frustrated. But I don't know. I think you do have to set an example. Because kids are watching, right? And they see that, and kids imitate, right? Because these are their idols. And I think that has to be considered for sure.
Who cares? Let them imitate. Dude, it's sports. You guys play sports. Adrenaline's going.
You don't want
emotions are going.
You don't want these kids fighting out there, dude.
Listen, if a kid's out there fighting, I want that kid on my team.
There's sports for that. There's other sports for that, dude.
Huh?
There's other sports for that, dude.
Listen, you show heart. That's all I'm asking for. Show heart.
Yeah, playing wise. Soccer, playing footy.
If that guy's out there laughing at your face because he's beating you bad,
just beam him up after that.
Where's the respect in that? Hey, this is a come on. Are you gonna laugh in my face? I'm gonna push. I'm gonna make.
Did
sure
you saw him laugh in his face?
Oh, you think he wasn't?
Nah.
You see McKinney?
What'd he do? Yeah, after they take off his whole jersey, bro. That wasn't even a jersey at that point.
No, but he was letting him know. And he was like, look.
That's fine for him too, no?
I'm top dog. No, yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's hard. That's what I'm saying. Get this whole respect and stuff. No, dude. Show some heart.
It was good. That was vintage NBA, no?
Those 90s NBA?
90s NBA?
For sure.
80s.
It's not. No. I will say the NBA died like in 2015. The NBA died right there.
What about soccer?
Soccer?
Yeah. Because they kind of do that now too, bro. Where
I would say 90s, 80s, yeah. It was a much more.
But now it's like, well, for soccer, it helps to be like technical, like talent.
I think soccer.
In soccer, like it made it better.
Because 80s, 70s, you got guys that were throwing crazy fouls at you. And,
yeah.
You know?
No.
Iban con todo,
that's not what I'm trying to get at. I'm not trying to, like physical altercation, stuff like that. I'm just saying, like, playing with heart. Like, it actually matters to you.
Yeah, but I think playing with heart and then those actions, I think, are different.
Yeah.
You know?
It was a dirty foul, though. It was a dirty foul. He did get him in the back of his heel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
And for these guys, too, probably was like such an overwhelming moment, right? Because you know you're going to be ridiculed. This is your country, right? You feel that more. I think, the emotions.
Okay, I guess international, you get a little bit more.
You feel that more, right? This is your home country.
All I'm saying is, look.
You're being humiliated.
It was humiliation.
I've seen Sergio Ramos do some dirty plays like that.
Out
of heart.
Why do you got to bring that up, dude?
He kicked Messi in the back of the... actually, he did the same foul in that 5-0.
Yeah.
2011, right?
Yeah, he did the same foul, dude. Out of heart.
Yeah.
And he had just won the World Cup with Puyol, and he pushed him in his face, got out of my face.
That's good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you need guys like... That's hard, okay? Look, I redeemed myself. That's hard. That wasn't dirty. That was hard.
It is, but also, you can see Ramos could back it up on the field as well. And Montes at the moment can't do either, you know?
Damn, Chapito Montes went down already like that?
Little Montes, bro.
No. I still think he's good. I like him.
Cachorro?
I like him, yeah.
He's not fast enough, bro. He's too tall. He should play like striker. Nah, he's not good, man. It's just, you see him, bro. He gets stuck on his feet, bro. It's like he's in sand.
We do need an athletic. You need an athletic back line.
Yeah.
At least, two guys that can, cover for maybe a guy that's better on the ball, it's more intelligent, but you do need some athleticism in that back.
You know who we could get? Or I mean, you guys could get? Because right now I'm USA. Because
I'm CONCACAF.
When Mexico's winning, I'll go to Mexico. But right now US is up top, so I'm a winner. Pep, we could get Pep.
Who?
Mexico. I mean, you guys could get Pep.
Dude, listen, the Sinaloa cartel is strong, but no, they're not that strong to get Pep.
He does got ties, right?
He's got ties. That's what I'm saying. Look, he's gonna come over. He's gonna take care of it.
I think Bielsa would have been a good one for us to get.
I think Uruguay's gonna win the Copa America.
Bielsa would have been a good one.
I'm surprised he took that job.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I'm surprised he did take that job.
It's what is Uruguay known for, right? Their grit, right?
Yeah.
Their fight, right? These are guys that are going to work for you. Same with Chile. And I think he likes those type of players. So I think that was a big thing. And then you never know, like, what did they allow him to do? Because I think he's going to be, he'll have the first team, but then I think also he'll have influence in, like, the under-23s or under-21s. So
He likes that, right?
Yeah, he wants to be part of
Total
the youth
control.
setup. Yeah.
He's not gonna do no 2 strikers no more, right?
No, I don't think so.
That's done with.
No, because Uruguay, you're almost obligated. Sometimes, I mean, now they're
Well,
almost
that was
done.
their identity for the longest.
Yeah, because of how
They
They
had
were
3
special,
central strikers. Even now, I think their strikers are all central.
he did a really good job with Chile.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't win anything, but he set the foundation then to get that long-term success.
That's
So-
what he's known for.
Yeah, so we'll see
Right.
what he does with Uruguay, but I think he would have been something good for Mexico, right? But
Yeah. But I mean, I'm just kind of over the Argentinian coaches for Mexico. It's like too many, bro. And I think that like the players are a little hard-headed too, bro. These guys are no.
Mateus, he's probably like the last hope.
No, there one more.
One more. He's the last one.
he's probably the next one up, right? I think realistically.
You think he's gonna?
That's what I wanted.
Almeida?
I'd still give this guy a few
Yeah.
months. I'll give this guy the Gold Cup.
I think realistically he'll probably get the Gold Cup, and then after that, because I don't think they'll do well in the Gold Cup. Like we might even see this team not make it out of the group in the Gold Cup.
No, dude, come on.
No, come on.
I wouldn't sleep that night.
Give him more respect than that.
That could happen. I think.
Honestly, I
If
don't
that
know.
happens,
That's what I'm saying. That would be the lowest point.
That's
I
low,
think
yeah.
in
Yeah,
as a country, in the sport for sure.
I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to think of a world like that where that I don't want to think of, dude. That was dark, dude.
That's
Group out of group, dude. Gold Cup, dude.
Well,
It was like handed.
because you also have to consider too, like if we lose tomorrow,
Yeah.
how are you? What mindset is that group going into that Gold Cup? And then you have players that are reportedly not wanting to be part of it anymore.
Yeah.
That want to drop out of this team.
Oh my god, dude. And then that's even gonna be bad for like the stadiums and stuff for the Gold Cup itself.
And
It's
then,
gonna bankrupt.
and then you have the U.S. who
Why do they want to
That's-
drop out?
they don't want to be part of it. And it's rumored supposedly there's 2 or 3 players that want to leave this group right now
Just because
just because of
The vibes?
everything that's
older,
happening.
like are older guys?
I don't know. It hasn't been said who, but purportedly there are 3 players on this roster
It better not be Antuna, bro.
that don't want to participate in the
Let
Gold
him
Cup.
walk. Let him walk.
I think it's Alexis.
If
If I was Alexis, rightfully so.
if I heard that, and I'm the coach, I'm like,
Who was it?
who was it? Get out of here. Get out of
Yeah.
here. We don't need
You do
we
have
don't-
to make a statement, right?
We don't need that.
Yeah.
It's not like Messi retiring from Argentina, because he's like, dude, he's like, I've given it all and I can't win. That's different. That's a different thing. These guys, what have they done?
Yeah, this is
Let them walk.
it is a bad look. But again, what mindset is this group going into if all this is happening and then they lose tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
and they're going into this Gold Cup? No confidence.
No, out of the group stages, bro. I don't.
You sold me. Maybe they're not. You convinced me.
And then to make it all worse, in the USA, they're taking their B squad again.
Yeah.
If they win it with their B squad, because they're not taking any of their European players. I think Matt Turner is the only one they're taking. It's an
Oh,
MLS
Matty
roster.
Ice. That's all they need.
Why not?
Well, honestly,
That's
it's little
crazy.
things like that though too, because they've been doing that a few times,
Well,
handful of
they
times.
won
did
the
the
last
last
goal.
one.
Yeah,
And that's how you develop, because you just need 4 guys that come out of that group.
And again,
5
the
of them.
morale too. How big was that hit for Mexico when
On the B team.
our top team lost to their B team? You know, I think that too. You know, those little things affect too, right? Just the belief that a team has in each other, and you're like, hey, we just lost their B team.
I think Mexico needs like a B team run
Yeah, I think
to
so.
spark them up, to wake up the A team.
I think that's a smart thing that the U.S. has done too.
Mm,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, giving these guys exposure in these tournaments and say, okay, who can potentially compete that we can realistically maybe add to a short list for the World Cup.
That's crazy because if you don't have a talent pool that's that great, and these guys feel like their positions are like secured,
Yeah,
like
no.
there's no competition, and these guys ain't even all that.
Yeah, and again, that's a good point. I think that's a good point as well, right? Because you see at a club level too,
Yeah.
right? These teams that have those deep rosters, and they know, there's a guy that's got quality. They plays my position. It does create a good environment, right? Where you're
Yeah.
competing for these spots. And
Someone
yeah,
needs to bench Antuna, bro.
And then
desperately.
Mexico. How often does Mexico create untouchables in their starting 11, right? Where they know even if they underperform
All the
consistently,
time.
they're there. Yeah, and that's a good point. Yeah.
Giovanni Dos Santos wasn't doing anything, and he had a spot
It was
guaranteed
taken guaranteed, yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
That's Antuna. That's the new Antuna.
Conejo Perez had a spot guaranteed for him too.
To this day, he could go right now.
And that's a big thing, right? complacency that comes from that, right? Your job is secured. You know, hey, I'm going to be part of this team. Herrera too, right? You saw it towards the end, like his decline, and he was always there.
He's still in Houston?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Messi against Herrera?
Messi against Herrera.
How do you guys feel about that move?
Messi?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy it happened. I'm glad.
Yeah?
Dude, he did us a favor.
It's good for the game.
Barcelona. I'm talking about Barcelona. He did us a favor.
You're not, dude. Now I know you're lying.
He did. Listen,
You're telling me you wouldn't drive. I would have sold Rafinha in a heartbeat, dude.
Oh, I would have sold Rafinha in a heartbeat. Yeah. Not because of Messi, but just because I wanted to get rid of him.
That's what I'm saying. You couldn't do that for Messi.
Dude, Arsenal offered us $80 million back in January.
That's what I'm saying.
No, here's
That's
the thing.
Messi right there. The 2 years.
No, it's because it's the style. Like, he's still great, but I need Xavi to have his vision played out. I need to see this team go because I'm thinking long term. I'm tired of like
you can't rely on
going for 1 year. No, I'm talking. I'm tired of this. We gotta win it this year type mentality with parts that you're gonna keep on changing every year. You're just gonna keep bankrolling your team.
Yeah,
and it's gonna get you nowhere. Like I want an actual like
system again.
A system going where you have young guys that I want to go the Arsenal route. I want to have young guys that you can see grow together. And Messi, if he would have come, dude, it just would have been like 2 years gone to waste.
And I think too the pressure it puts on the rest of the team, right? Because now all eyes are on Messi and this team again to compete.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and then everything that you just went from like trying to cut that wage bill, now all of a sudden just
right back
into it to try to. It would have been a nice story, like have him come back, and if you win it would have been beautiful. But like now you're just screwing over yourself for the next.
Messi's a good guy.
Decade. Not only that, but like he doesn't like Laporte because of what he did to him the last time. Like he left him hanging dry. He didn't want over on that one.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to see though, because he's going to the team that's last in the MLS. So I think that's something that will be interesting to see how this team adapts to him and if they can get some success. Because obviously, this team is not performing well at the moment.
Yeah.
So let's see the influence that he has too and how he adapts to the MLS and if he can really dominate it like some other players have.
Who cares?
Who cares? No, yeah, this is the greatest player ever.
Yeah, but who cares if he wins or not? Like,
no, I'm not saying winning titles, but I'm saying
you do. Okay, you.
But you have,
And if the team that he's going to, the players are like, how are we gonna play? Like, you better make sure you know how to play with him. Like, you're playing with royalty right now.
But I'm saying this is
you better put in the effort.
This is the golden standard.
Because they are dead last.
Yeah.
So
he's gonna bring a guy over.
He's bringing two.
He'll attract, yeah.
He's bringing two.
Who?
For sure. Huh?
Who? Busquets?
Boosie?
And then they need a manager as well.
Suarez?
No, Di Maria?
Oh, yeah, Fidel. Fidel too, for sure.
They're favorites right there.
Because they're allowed what? They're allowed three.
Who's the center back?
They're allowed 3 designated players.
Yeah.
3 designated?
Mm-hmm. So realistically,
Right, so
two more can come.
Who's Pizarro count as that?
Boosie and Suarez. Pizarro?
I wouldn't count him as a designated.
Pizarro could lead. Look, Boosie and Suarez. Suarez for sure. That's his best friend. Boosie? Come on. He's going to come
That's it?
And
that's all you need. You got the 6.
Who's the center back?
Who cares? Center back? They could put me in there. Who cares? I'll go. Let me be part of the Beatles.
No one's gonna be watching that side of the field, Giovanni.
Huh?
Everyone's looking at.
You need that though.
No, I know, but I'm saying, it's
Let me see
it's
where
entertainment at this point, But it's gonna be good for the league for sure. The exposure it's gonna give.
That's what I'm trying. Like, who cares about the winning and everything? Like, it's.
No, he has to win. It's MLS.
I'm telling you right now, dude. If you view it like that.
What it's ring chasing. It's the ring chasing era,
if
bro.
If you feel like that, you're part of that toxicity behavior.
It's the ring chasing era. What do you want me to do? I don't make the rules, bro.
He is a winner though, right? So he is gonna expect to a certain extent, right? They do perform at a certain level.
24 goals allowed.
DNA,
yeah. Oh, it's not bad.
Look at -8 goal difference.
But their defense is not bad.
It's like
they haven't won a game. Oh no, they won 5.
The one thing you could say about Messi though, when he shows up there.
Yeah.
He's going to show up to Miami. He automatically, you know what the system is. Messi is the system.
Yeah.
It's not like when he went to PSG, it's like, okay, you have to accommodate Mbappe and Neymar. You have to to be a facilitator now instead of the primary attacker. Now he could play the way he plays in Argentina, the style. He could play that at Inter Miami.
Bale said something interesting because they said, what advice do you have for Messi coming into the MLS? And he did say something interesting. He's like, I think one of the biggest adjustments, the level is different, but it's the travel. He's like, that's something you don't really experience in Europe because of the distances you're traveling within the country. Here, the distances are a lot longer, so that was an adjustment, at least for me. So that is interesting for him to say that. And that's something I've never considered really, but it is a good point, right?
Yeah, look what happens when Pep travels to North London. He has a hard time.
They're on the bus for 6 hours or something?
That doesn't even make sense to me, that one.
The Tottenham one?
Spurs are guaranteed a win victory against City at home every season.
That's a fair point, though, because people don't... You think about Europe and you think about all these countries, but you don't realize that the U.S. alone is like the whole continent of Europe.
Yeah, so he's like, that does take a toll. He's like, that did take a toll, at least for him personally. He felt that was a challenge.
Especially Messi, like, you're playing on a coastal line, and now you got to travel to the other coast,
surely
the West Coast.
Surely they won't. Do you think they'll play at was it the Miami Dolphins Stadium? You guys think they'll
Hard Rock
there?
Everybody, dude,
because their stadium is small.
Every team when Messi goes to, Ohio or whatever, it doesn't matter. They're gonna play in that football stadium.
But you think Inter Miami now their home games will be there now?
Yeah, 100%. It
has to, right? Because even then too, like
it's gonna be next year, no?
It's guaranteed, no, this year
already.
Security wise too, like that. Like I saw pictures of the stadium.
If they're not, they're stupid.
It's like seat cake. Like there's just like how
that
close
thing
they
will
are
be
to the
rocking.
fans.
Every team put in money to bring in Messi to Miami. Every team put in money.
Yeah.
So they're stupid if they don't put it on a football stadium because that's how they're gonna make their money back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why do you think every team, like those videos I sent you guys about Chicago Fire promoting Messi coming to Chicago?
Yeah. Oh, to get their money back.
They're trying to get their money back. They're like, hey, come pay for the ticket, get the food, everything here. Like,
there was.
They're trying to make their money back.
There was they offer for clubs, youth clubs, the Fire. They'll do like the walk on the field and walk with the players.
Yeah.
And the game before this announcement for Inter Miami, I think it was like 2,000. You reserved it for 2,000, and you were able to get your players. And now it's like it went to like 20,000.
For what?
For like youth players to be able to like go on the field now with Inter Miami.
Huh? 20?
It was like and that's
to like use the halftime show type of thing.
No, like they do the walk in and like with the players and stuff.
Oh,
like
when they're holding their hand and they're walking down the tunnel.
There's just certain ceremonies that you can have your players do within like, and then like kind of like players walk in and like they're close.
So those kids that walk out with the players, like in the Champions
League,
those are
teams?
When you see them holding them kids' hands, they pay for that spot?
I don't know about the Champions League, but I guess there's
in MLS they pay for that.
But I guess there's certain like things players can do where clubs can get their players to do those things.
I'm looking at those kids different now. Pampered baby
but
kids.
I think like in Europe, or maybe here too, to a certain extent, they'll have like their academy players.
That's insane, dude.
Do those things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like with tickets too in general, right?
G? Holy crap.
Just to hold hands with Messi? Sounds about fair.
Holy crap, dude. I'm telling you, I'm going to jump on that field. You guys better be ready with the camera. I'm gonna get
I got you getting sacked in about like 4.7 seconds.
Nah, I'm not gonna go to any of these games.
No?
The Copa America's next year. I'll go watch them with the Argentina.
That one's going to be... I'll blow a pre-sale for that one.
I'd rather watch them with the national team than with...
No, I feel the same about that.
Miami.
Especially $400, dude. $500. It's just...
Yeah.
That's not as bad,
My budget's $45 for MLS games right now, dude.
Like I was telling this guy yesterday, I'm like, if you go to a sporting event, it's for the atmosphere and to say I was there.
Yeah.
Because, or maybe you, because you're a little weird. But everybody that goes to a sporting event,
dude?
huh? I'm saying like, all right, when you go to a sporting event, like the last game you went to,
Bird's Eye.
You were drunk.
No.
You were killing beers and everything, pregame and everything, right?
That was unexpected though. I had a blast.
Expected. What I'm saying is like when I go to a sporting event, I'm having a good time in the atmosphere, singing campfire songs, drinking, just doing the wave, doing whatever. I don't care about the game. I'm watching it, but I really can't focus because I'm over here focusing, having a good time at a party.
No, I seen Shaqiri literally reenact Messi in Argentina with the Fire.
I hate that name, dude. but
he literally went to dude. Shaqiri Bro, Fire Shaqiri is the brattiest soccer player I've ever seen in my life. He's just yelling at everyone. Like every 2 seconds, he's just yelling at people, dude. No, he did right away. He went to like the right wing. He went into the pocket, and then he found the pocket, stayed there.
Before Messi, he was the highest paid player in the MLS.
Yeah.
He was, I think, 10 million.
Dude.
Or just under 10, like 9.
Fire Shaqiri is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
And look where he's got Chicago Fire.
He's right there. Look at him.
Where's Chicago Fire at?
16?
They're second to last.
But
that's the highest paid player in the MLS before Messi. Actually, the Messi now is last place, so he's the highest paid player. The top two are
it's like reverse.
Bottom teams.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying though is like, if you're gonna pay that money is justified because you're like, everybody that's gonna pay that money is gonna be like, oh, I was there. That's why they're paying it, you know.
I get you, but
it sucks for the hardcore like Chicago Fire fans or Miami fans, or like if you want to go to the game, you're so used to go to the game, you're like, I want to go see my team, and all of a sudden it's like, I gotta pay all this money to go see my team.
I'd argue football and baseball are the worst at that. Soccer for sure, like that's decent.
Yeah, what?
Like as far as just like you watching the actual game. Football, dude, there's just so much going on. Like you can barely see the football.
Wait, what do you think? You said that soccer's the worst? Or
no, soccer's like, I would say basketball 1, soccer 2. As far as just like live action, like of the game itself.
Yeah, because I feel like depending on where you sit, you can see everything in a soccer game.
Yeah.
You I think you have to sit like in the middle up top.
Kind of, no.
Because you sit at behind a goalpost.
It was decent.
Where all the ultras sit, you know, all the fans sit, where the fans are at. You sit at that end. When action is going on the other end.
Yeah, you can see it.
Have you guys sat behind the goalpost?
Even the corners, too. The corners as well.
Yeah.
The corners, you get a nice view.
No, I get you. I get you.
On TV,
I'm like maybe like a 10,000 seat stadium.
Nah, Soldier.
Yeah, Soldier for sure.
Like
I've sat in the corner, I've sat in the middle.
I sat behind the goalpost for one of the Mexico, I think it was Colombia. They won 4-1. And I could not see anything. I saw everything in one half because Mexico was attacking. And in the second half, I couldn't see anything because it was on the other side. Mexico was attacking.
You couldn't see it?
No, it was...
The Mexico games for sure. Were you drinking at that point or?
No, I wasn't even.
No?
No, I was...
Because the Mexican games for sure, like, dude, there's like someone getting in a fight. There's like everything but like soccer going on, like all around you.
I think basketball is probably the best one. Anywhere you sit in a basketball game, I think it's perfect. Because the field is not as big.
Yeah.
And there's not as many players. And the action is...
It's quick, dude. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I feel like all the games I've gone to and where I've sat,
for soccer,
I see everything. Yeah. I see everything. Because on TV, you got the cutoffs, right? They'll zoom into the play, and there's certain things you don't see.
TV is the best way to go. If you want to watch any game, I think TV is the way to go.
I do like the tactical cam that they have for the Champions League, because then it's a bird's eye view, and you're seeing the whole field. So you do see on those little things that you like. If you compare the two, like you're seeing a lot of things that are missed.
Like the rotations and stuff like that. Yeah.
Or if you're focusing, like let's say a team is attacking, they're in the attacking half, you get to see with that tactical cam what that defensive line is still doing. Yeah. How their shapes changes, and then the transitions, how those shapes changes. Like you do see more. And I don't know, I feel that way in a game.
Do you guys ever like lock in on one player that's not even like on the ball? Yeah, I feel like you don't do that.
It depends on the team.
Yeah.
I'll do it with Barcelona because like sometimes I have like, well, okay, this guy's been struggling. What the heck is he doing?
You want to just like study him, right? Like,
I'm saying like, what's he doing? But if I'm just watching like when I watch like a Liverpool game or something like that,
yeah,
I'm just
watching.
Why is that?
Why you gotta use them as an example?
Because the team I don't care for. Yeah. I just watch them because to keep up with you, the conversation. But it's a team that
You guys seen Trent yesterday? Player of the match.
He scored a goal, right?
In the midfield and an assist.
Assist too. Who they play? Some Meads or Mady or Mar?
That's great.
It's
I swear.
Was it the Euro qualifiers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys that are stat padding in Europe, they're just discovering new countries every game. I've never heard of that country. What's the country's name?
That's a great question.
Haiti, Meaty, something like
play
that.
The Luxembourgs of the world.
Yeah.
Exactly. You see who Ronaldo's playing today? He probably scored a hat trick.
Dude, that's not his fault, bro.
On a Ronaldo note, did you guys see he didn't make the team of the season
this year?
For Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
It's a tough league, dude. It's a
He's
tough.
not even.
It's a top league.
He didn't make the team of the season.
It's a top league. I
How,
mean,
bro?
I think that's low of you to judge him like that. He's playing in a tough league. I don't know why you would judge him.
Have your moments, guys. Enjoy what you can.
Who cares, dude? Like I said, like him and Messi at this point, like they're just playing for fun now.
But you know Ronaldo cares.
Yeah,
You know, he
he's
No,
was
team of the
personally-
season.
personally,
You know, he
obviously,
was-
personally for him, yeah. No, for them personally, like it's still like their honor and their reputation. Like they still want to
Yeah.
do good. But I'm saying, like as a fan, like at this point, like who cares? Their careers are over. Like this is just like them earning the money that they should have been making, or they were already making. But they should just continue to have fun. You know, who cares? Like I'm not judging them at this point for what they do.
Do you guys think how long do you think Ronaldo's Champions League scoring record is broken? Because obviously now we say Messi's not going to be able to break it.
No,
You think
he's not.
Haaland?
No, I think Mbappe.
You think Mbappe will break it before Haaland?
Dude, Mbappe is what? Maybe like a year older than Haaland or two. But
If you
he's-
imagine he has Champions League and World Cup,
Who, Mbappe?
yeah, that'd be pretty swell.
Yeah, Mbappe. Although I don't know, maybe he was. It'll be different if he goes to like a different team. But I think
If he goes to this Madrid, dude, it's
I
gonna be
think he has
nasty. I think City could get him.
I don't think he should go to Madrid. First of all, I don't even think he wants to go there. But
No,
I don't think he should go there. Like he doesn't do. He
well,
doesn't
who
do
would be a good team for him in the Prem? City.
in the Prem.
Yeah,
No, I think
realistically,
maybe Newcastle.
Mbappe, Newcastle. It just doesn't look. I don't know, dude.
Because
They have to change something really quick. That would have to be like fast. That'd be a fast turnover.
because he wants to be a left winger.
Yeah,
He's tired of playing the striker.
I think as he gets older, he's gonna have to be a striker though.
But he's been playing striker at PSG. On France, they put him as a striker. If he goes to Madrid, he's gonna have to be a striker. If he goes to like let's say Arsenal, he has to be a striker. If he goes to City,
He could play left wing.
you know what? Maybe in City he'll be a left wing, right?
Yeah,
Kick out Grealish or in Foden. If he goes Arsenal too, striker. Man U's another team.
it's open for him for sure. But they don't even have a striker. He would have to play striker
he
for
would
Man
have
U.
to play striker
Yeah,
for Man U.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're not gonna kick Rashford out of the wing. Who's their other winger?
Sancho,
Yeah,
plays on the right.
Sancho and
Anthony.
Anthony, right?
Garnacho, Anthony.
Garnacho's left wing, right?
Garnacho,
He's a lefty.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
left wing. You know what? Man U.
No, I think he's City.
Man U. No, I think Man U and Newcastle are like his top two. Now you know what?
You guys don't think he's gonna go to Madrid then?
If he goes, then that's for sure. I mean, it's over.
That would make the most sense.
It's over if he goes to Madrid.
But then what does that mean for Vinny?
No, I think
No,
he'll
he's
play
gonna be
striker.
striker.
You
Yeah.
think he'll play striker?
That's gonna be the nastiest breakaway. ever.
Rather, what does that mean for like? Because you got Rodrigo, right, and you got Vinny, who are 22, 23, whatever they are, and then you still got Endrick,
Yeah.
who you just
signed.
paid $80 million for, although he's 16 or 17, whatever he is, but he's not too far away. And if you're gonna drop all this money on Mbappe, it just doesn't make sense.
Mbappe's best is on that left wing though.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he's so creative.
I think on that left wing,
Yeah.
he's
He's
most
so creative.
comfortable.
Like he took a seat back on PSG because he's like, okay, I got Messi who can create, and then Neymar just. You would rather have Neymar on the wings than as a striker just because he's so slow, but he's creative. He's real creative. So that's where he worked best. But anywhere else, like why would he take a seat back to Rodrigo or Vinny?
They kind of need like a right wing.
Why would he take a seat? If I'm Mbappe, why would I take a seat back to Vinny?
Because Vinny's the most dangerous man on the planet, dude.
You're the same age. Like
I think he'll be a striker.
I think I'm better than you. No, that's where he would. He would be.
I think they'll try to make all three work, right? Or at least for sure Vinny and Mbappe. But I think ultimately, if it comes down to deciding, I think you choose Mbappe, right? Or
Yeah.
Vinny.
Because you could make the argument that the only reason that he made all this noise recently is because Benzema left. So he's like, okay, this is my chance now to go. You know what I'm saying? Because now that Benzema's gone, they're like, okay, now we need somebody.
Well, he's kind of got to get used to the striker role. I think he's got like 5 years left.
I
left wing.
think he's doing good as a striker. That's the thing. I think he does good.
That's why
he's not doing bad. He's doing good. But I'm saying, like, if you want to get the most out of him, like he
just naturally is a left winger. He's like learning how to play left wing. He's learning how to play striker stuff. And if you go, like, he might as well. And it's like,
you think he could play better striker than Benzema?
Who?
Mbappe?
For certain things,
different type of striker.
Yeah,
Right.
dude. His runs will be nasty.
And I think that's why he likes that left wing too, just because he could get into those isolated 1v1s, cut inside, make those diagonal runs in. But he does well when he has a striker that will play or work for him, right? Or work like off of him, like a Giroud in the international team, right? You saw that where he did well because Giroud was, giving him drawing pressure and giving him those isolated situations. And I think Benzema would have helped in that way because Benzema's good in the build-up. He'll drop in, and it allows Mbappe to have that freedom.
Oh, he does great with them. Yeah, on the national team, he did great with Benzema too.
But it's adaptation, I think, too. Like, right? Like, Henry, too, right? He played wide, but then he was able to play as a striker as well. So I think Mbappe has to adapt as well, too, to be a more diverse player.
He's not going to be a super athlete forever,
Yeah. But it is a hard transition because even Ronaldo, right? You see he was always more comfortable on that left side.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's the type of player. Messi's different, right? Because Messi, his skill set is different, right? His passing ability, his vision, holding the ball in tight
Ronaldo
spaces.
Also like a right midfielder?
Playing on the right and the left, yeah. He started on the right, yeah.
He's just fast.
And then he became that clinical finisher and was on that left side.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that's where he was most comfortable, right? That's where his success was at Madrid.
Yeah, left wing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't know. I don't see. I could see why he would want to go there. Obviously, that's his childhood team, but it's just a perfect setup.
The timing, though, right, just doesn't seem like. Lots of things are the roster, and I don't know.
It's just because their best player, and probably the best player in the league, is playing the position that you want to play, and you're talking about, I don't want to be a striker. I don't want to play striker. I want to be creative. And you're just gonna tie yourself into playing.
The dilemma, yeah.
What you're trying to avoid, like at least with PSG, if Vinny would have been 30, you could have been like, okay, well maybe Vinny plays one more year as a left wing, and then I get to go over there.
Yeah, it is a tough.
But Vinny is your age. I think he's younger actually.
Oh, he is.
And a lot of people argue that Vinny might be better.
But then I think maybe too, Florentino understands that, and he's like, if it comes down to it, like we'll sell Vinny. We'll get a high fee for him, and then Mbappe is the man.
That'd be crazy if
he has to make it work, dude.
Yeah. I don't. That'd be crazy if they sell Vinny though.
I'd tell Rodrigo.
If it comes down to it.
But then you have Rodrigo, who almost seems more comfortable centrally than Vinny. Vinny for sure, I think, is more on that left wing, and I think Rodrigo's more diverse in that sense. He can play more positions.
That's true. I think Rodrigo can play striker.
Yeah, centrally, wide. He can even play a little deeper. Vinny's.
You don't think Vinny can play right wing? I mean, it'll be too direct, but it'll be disgusting and sometimes.
Put Mbappe over there.
Right wing? Because Mbappe's got a fair left.
And it's just like, too, like all the other clubs, there's no, with the exception of what you said, City, right? Yeah. He comes into City, it's a system already. Yeah, you replace him with Jack. And you know already, this is a system of a team that's already ready to go. And, these other teams are all in rebuild phases.
Yeah.
So, again, it's why, that's tough, too. You see that as a player, and you're like, there's a lot of uncertainty. United, Newcastle is on the rise, but still, they're not quite there yet. Maybe see how they do this season in the Champions League. Do they keep a spot in the Champions League? What players do they bring in?
Yeah. What striker makes sense for Madrid, then?
I think Harry Kane would have made sense, yeah. Because he's similar to Benzema. And what Benzema provided, they're similar players in that sense.
It's still kind of in the works a little bit. Still not
I think they said no.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said no.
I think Spurs is just not willing to let him go for more than...
But not realistic, right?
That makes the most sense. Harry Kane, because he's 29. He plays exactly like Benzema.
Yeah.
Maybe probably even better than Benzema. You could even argue.
Because Harry Kane had a very good season.
He
got shadowed by Erling Haaland, but he had a good season. He gets goals still, and he can create.
He's putting up numbers on a team that doesn't even come close to Madrid.
Yeah, so I mean, he would be a good fit.
And at his age, like you could see the turnover in like 3 years or 4 years. When Hendrick is ready. Hendrick is a striker, no?
I thought he was a winger.
Is he a winger?
It would make sense if he was a striker.
They were talking about 15-year-old kids at Florentino, bro.
But what I'm saying, like, you gotta set yourself up.
No, I know. And
I will say this,
and that's
though.
why,
Jude Bellingham, the maturity, like the way, like in his press conference, like just already, just like it was like a 30-year-old veteran speaking.
Yeah.
Like I think he mentally, you could tell he's very, very mature,
Very.
and I think he'll handle the pressure well, assuming he doesn't get injured.
Yeah.
But I think he can do well in Madrid.
He said he wanted to be in an uncomfortable position.
He was very, very put together
seems very
in how he
uncomfortable,
spoke.
yeah.
Got the number 5 because of Zidane. He said.
Was it because of Zidane?
That's what he said.
I thought it was because of Cannavaro.
No, this is
Nah, I'm messing with you, bro. I'm messing with you. Of course, Zidane. That's his guy, right? You call him the greatest of all time?
I mean, I think he should do well.
Yeah, I guess
They really do
right,
just need a
decent.
striker, right? Because again, they have a very good young core.
Maybe a left back, but
Nah. I think Mendy was just hurt, dude. Mendy's decent, bro.
I think they're trying to.
They're gonna get
offload
rid of him? They're
though.
gonna flip him?
I think they're trying to get rid of him.
They still Robo.
So then,
I'm
yeah,
done.
they would.
I retire.
They would need a left back.
that's the only one I could think of because that's why they've been playing Camavinga, left back.
Yeah.
But you got to think already, like, Cruz and Modric are going to leave soon, so you want...
No.
Oh, they got that. They got that already.
Who?
Because
The
then you
replacements.
still have Valverde as well.
No, I know you got that, but you want to have it like... Well, Valverde, I'm pretty sure that's a guy that they like to rotate a lot with the wings. And you want to keep Camavinga and Tchouaméni and then Bellingham, unless
Both Camavinga and Tchouaméni can play 6, I think.
you're just going to commit to Camavinga left back at this point and then...
I think Tchouaméni's a better 6.
No, he's nasty, but I think Camavinga could do it too.
Camavinga?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He can play 6.
He
Jude can't play
but
6.
I don't- he's
No,
not- he's-
Jude's not a 6. He probably could.
Maybe
because
as
of
he gets
athletic
older,
attributes, But he's you lose that athletic.
Those 3 guys are so
that
diverse,
offensive
though,
ability.
dude. If you're sitting on those 3 guys, bro.
What's their like the top 3 that they're gonna go into the season? How do you think they'll play them?
Those guys?
I think Luka will still start because until his form starts dropping.
Yeah,
More,
I'll go.
you
Him
know?
and Jude.
I think and Jude obviously because now you have the big price tag,
For like a Champions League game.
and then
like,
Tchouaméni I think naturally should be the next 6 because I
Yeah.
don't think Tony's the right fit for a 6.
No, he got exposed.
You get it, yeah,
but
you
he's
get
still
exposed.
Tony's still arguably the best passer inside.
in games, and as the rotations you'll have
Yeah.
that because now in games where teams are gonna sit back, they're not gonna press you. You can have a guy like Tony, right? Because he can
Yeah.
dictate the tempo, start breaking down low blocks. But Tchouaméni you do need when the team is more aggressive, right? Because you need that athleticism and that defensive cover. Because you did see Tony get exposed against City.
Like as a
The
6.
athletic mismatches were just too much.
that's insane, dude.
Those 3 guys?
They got 6 deep. They're
Yeah.
6 deep at the mid.
No, I know.
And then you have Militao as well, young center back,
They're in a weird place though. They might have to put him like as a right back.
Rudiger.
If they cheat off the.
And then Alaba can technically play in the midfield as well.
That's why if they cheat off the Pep and they throw like the line of 3,
He can play left
And then-
back, he can play center back,
and
he
they
can
go
play
double
center
6
mid.
with like Alaba, and you don't need a left back at that point.
That's fair.
Because you can start Rudy.
I think Nagelsmann is waiting for that job. Now you see him like reject PSG, reject Chelsea. I think that's the job he's waiting for.
That's
Maybe
smart. I would do that too.
if you're waiting,
A very young, talented core. You know?
Yeah, I would do that too. I would wait. I mean, I'm actually I think that like Tomas probably should have waited.
yeah.
Maybe he rushed into it, right?
I think.
But again, I mean, German Bayern comes calling.
that's not a bad choice. Yeah.
It's a tough to say no to.
I think the 4-3-3 is dead,
Bavarians.
bro. I think 4-3-3 is dead for a little bit until someone figures this out. I think everyone's gonna go 3 center backs and double 6.
You
And
are,
when Madrid does it, because Madrid, honestly, that's the only thing that like messed them up. They have the people to do it, they just didn't do it.
but then again, like the tactical flexibility, right?
Yeah.
And Madrid lacks that a bit. But again, what does that come down to?
They just hadn't practiced it.
But again, what does that come down to?
What?
The manager.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Once he does it, Because like I said, they could put Alaba, because they'll be like Militao, Rudiger. Who's the other guy? The other center back. They have another one, no? Or Alaba,
Because it's
Rudiger,
those three rotate.
and Militao.
Yeah.
And then they could probably drop in Camavinga, the 6, instead of playing him left back.
Because
That line of 3 would be nasty.
They have the skill set for it because they're
Yeah.
good on the ball and then they're athletic enough, right? You have Militao, that's a pacey center back.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Will Carlo Ancelotti do it? I mean,
Yeah, no.
or will he be,
Because that
what he's
4-3-3,
comfortable with as well? Because innovation's a big thing, right? These
Yeah.
managers have to innovate. If not, you become predictable. Your systems become predictable.
As a 4-3-3, how would you go against that Pep? What do you want to call it? The box?
Well, I think, like you said, I think Inter did a really good job.
Because they did 3-2 though.
Because Inter had the 3, and then with the 2 strikers, so the 2 strikers can work well to press that back line, and then you had the 2 that sit in front of the 6 that can cover the 2 guys in the box, like the 2 pivots, and then you had the other guy. And I think that's why Pep adjusted it, because I think that's why he played with the diamond instead of the box, because of Inter's shape.
Yeah.
Because you had the 3 midfielders, right, and then the 2 strikers. Because it was like a 5-3-2.
Yeah.
But then offensively, the fullbacks get up, so it becomes a 3-5-2.
I don't even think they did a good job with it. It was a hard watch.
It was, but
For
well,
the same
I didn't
reason,
see it.
because it was just like a stalemate.
Yeah.
almost.
But again, the positioning of the players, right? That's the
Yeah.
other thing. Because the coach should only really position the players in the right spaces.
And then the
To
4-3 is
contest.
just like the midfield just gets ate alive, dude, in 4-3-3.
You
Against
need
that.
You need a very athletic, and then again, you're very reliant on your 6 to do a lot.
That's why
You have
Tony
like a
got
guy-
really exposed.
Because then you have a
Just-
guy like, because Spain still at times looks like they have the single pivot, but they have Rodri.
4-on-3 in that midfield is
But
looks bad.
you do need, especially because the game is a lot about transitions now too, right?
Yeah.
So if you got one guy isolated against fast attackers, it is difficult, I think. But yeah, I think the box, right? A lot of players. How do we overload the midfield? And a lot of times is different ways, but how can we create those 4 guys in the midfield? And again, you see and we talked about like how Arsenal, Barca, and City all try to create that, but they do it in different ways, right?
Yeah.
City with Stones, Arsenal was doing it with Zinchenko, and then Barca was doing it with Gavi moving inside at times, right? And then Balde would go out wide. At least earlier in the season. I didn't see a lot of
I was
games in
gonna
the
say
later season.
they didn't do it as good as the Arsenal City did.
Yeah.
Who, Barca?
Yeah, because Zinchenko like that dude. was a
That's
beast.
weird, right?
He
'Cause it's-
beasted.
And it's like the weird, because Ben White's just not a natural fullback. He's not going to give you
Yeah.
nothing offensively.
Yeah, he's a center back converted into a fullback just for defensive situations.
Yeah.
But again, it's because you're having that back 3.
And in that back 3, you're good, yeah.
But yeah,
No, I think once Madrid does that, it's going to be scary, bro. If they do that,
they need it. Yeah, but again, that's the thing.
it's a
like,
copycat league.
Julian Nagelsmann, I think the one thing they did say about him is he's very tactically flexible.
Yeah.
Like when he was with Bayern, like he was able to make a lot of adjustments, and
Depending on who you play, because
Yeah.
yeah.
But what? He had a fallout with Munich because of the locker room, right?
that I don't know. It was very strange. 'Cause
I heard it was like Tomas Müller.
was it?
Was like big on that.
And that's the thing. I think that's the challenge always, because he's a young manager. I think people forget
Yeah.
he's been there for so long, or he's been in the game for so long, and people forget that he's still very young. He didn't play professionally either. So then you're trying to give, instructions to these players that have won everything, and essentially they were at the same age almost.
Yeah.
But
It
that's
is
what-
difficult.
That's what I don't get. Like they were doing great. It's not like they were doing bad.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing great. They were undefeated in the Champions League.
Yeah, I think it was. It does seem now
But-
right after everything's played
Something
out,
had to happen, bro.
but it was a mistake, right? Because they almost lost the league.
I think it was Mueller's wife.
No, I think it was.
Oh,
No, I heard something about.
She was the news reporter. No, who was
No, it was Julian Nagelsmann's girlfriend.
it? Girlfriend. She's the one that
Yeah, supposedly was leaking a
Leaking-
lot of like tactics and
Oh, see?
a lot
That's
of
always...
supposedly.
These things always happen with a female
Yeah,
something.
because she works in the media.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's who I.
And I guess she was getting like access to like training sessions.
Well,
and-
I hope he broke up with her because if he goes to Madrid and,
Yeah.
and that just like continues.
Oh,
like,
he'll go... Florentino will send
But again,
the hitman.
it's a
so
young
it was to the girl, right?
it's a young manager, right? And I think if that is the case, it's a learning moment for him for sure. But I mean, he's what, 35? He's no older than 35.
That's what happened. I already see it all go down too.
35, 36.
Behind the scenes.
At Madrid?
No, with Bayern.
Oh, at Bayern?
Especially the
that's what
way
I
they
heard.
are too, right? A
Yeah.
very traditional culture they have, right?
Who?
Bayern.
Bayern?
Yeah.
That's Hollywood FC, bro. What are you talking about?
I don't think anyone will go good with getting like their stuff leaked.
That's true. But, you know, like Bayern is like...
The most humblest player in the world goes over there and he's beating up on his teammates. That's Hollywood FC at its finest.
Bro, come on. What do you think? Where do you think Sadio goes? Newcastle?
That would be a good move, I think, for him.
It's a scary point, bro. Like we're like, I'm telling you,
Why would they get him though? Do you think they would get him?
that's where I'm at. Where I'm like, it's kind of scary if you're getting like 30. Like when you're like 30, 28 to 34, the Saudi Arabia does make sense, bro.
That makes sense for him too, because
Yeah.
of his religion,
Yeah,
right? Because that's what
it'll be easy for him. Yeah,
that's what like Kareem and who was the other who's the other guy that went over there? That's
Conte went there.
Kante.
Mhm.
Kante.
yeah, Kante, it's easy.
Both of them said that they wanted to play in a Muslim country.
Yeah, and that sounds... I could see that.
Yeah.
Like Mo, right? Eventually.
Or maybe they
Probably the
just
trajectory will be
they
for him
made
to go
it.
there,
They
too.
put like sprinkles and confetti over like we're getting paid crazy amount of money.
Yeah, no, yeah.
we
yeah.
want to play in a Muslim country type thing.
But
No, and that league's gonna be like that, dude. So I'm like, I don't think they're like, well, what's his name? Saha, bro. To me, Saha would be young. That like if he goes, That's the point where-
he's still out there, right? He's still
well, I
free agent?
think Lukaku too was approached,
yeah,
but I think he wanted too much, which says a lot, right? If the Saudis are saying that he wanted too much,
Well, how much is too much?
Lukaku.
That's
How
what
much
I'm
was
saying.
Lukaku asking for?
that's what I'm saying. Like if they're
He's
saying
funny,
it's
bro.
too much, what does that say?
Are you kidding me?
I think Lukaku just opened a beer right now, like, as we speak. I
Hey,
can see it right
Paulo
now.
Lukaku was doing so great for Inter. He was like
You were, bro, but did you see him, bro?
no, like
He does well in Italy.
for like
Yeah.
Gets goals.
the goal contributions he was putting up for the minutes he was getting was insane.
I saw this man,
But then
bro.
in the final, like, dude, I felt bad. The
He's-
back-to-back plays.
It's
He's-
tough because this is the second time that happens in the biggest stage, right?
With
It happened in
Belgium
the
and
World Cup.
Croatia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's tough. That's got to be tough for a player
Yeah,
coming back
that's what
from
I'm
that.
saying.
Now
He's ripping a
twice.
beer right now.
He's the anti-Drogba.
Yeah.
Drogba used to shine in these moments.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Right.
he fades. That's terrible, dude. He asked for like 50 million? They said no. You're a 10 million player.
Yeah, imagine
That's terrible.
the valuation, bro. Like, he wants like 20. No, like I'm saying, he probably turned down 20. 30.
Firmino's still out there, right?
Yeah, him too. He's thinking about it right now. Like all these people are just like, dude,
You
do
know
I
what
still care about like being a like somewhat a good soccer player, or am I just gonna get
And you
these
know
20,
what?
30?
You know what I just thought? Firmino would be perfect for Madrid.
No, they said that, but they already said no
Oh, really?
He would be a good fit in a lot of ways, but yeah, I mean,
for practice.
he's not. Yeah, he's not what he used to be, right?
Bobby, not bad, but yeah, no, it's
It's
just
not the same player that was part of that trident. Then
How old is Firmino? He's like 30, isn't he?
3
33?
and 2.
especially too because like the way he played, the workload he did,
Yeah, no, that's the thing. He can't do as
the
much. no more.
age that he's at. Same with Conte, right?
He's got solid 60 minutes.
That's one of the downsides when you're known for that as being one of your skill sets. You get to
Yeah.
an age where it's your struggle to do that. Henderson as well, right?
Hey, you only talking about like one familiar team right now, dude. There's other people,
No,
that's happening
we
too.
said Conte.
All right, who else?
The what?
Workloads than not being able. He's exposing
I
the
think
team right now.
it's gonna happen eventually to Luka
Firmino
too.
and Henderson. No,
Work-
Luka is different, dude. Well, it
Work-
kind of did look like that a little bit for
You know?
Luka.
You saying that
Against
workload
City,
expose
right?
him?
No. Just we're talking about like washed players
'Cause
pretty
Conte,
much, and he
like-
just named the whole
Oh,
Liverpool team.
I'll give you 4 off the top of my head. Busquets, Piqué.
Nah, Jordy looked decent the other day.
I didn't say Jordy. I
And
said
then Busquets, you saw it too, right?
Yeah.
The decline.
Busquets still has that thing that Toni Kroos has, where like they're accurate with their passing.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
They can
but-
just
They
pass.
can control the tempo,
But
but yeah,
when
off
when
the
the
ball.
off the ball recovering, like
1v1, like off a corner or something.
get him out the way. Get him
Yeah.
out the way. Because Toni Kroos still makes his passes like accurate, over 90%. But like,
No, yeah, totally.
but like recovering, like no, it's not there.
And that's what's helped Luka, right? That he's been able to extend that.
He's
His
fit.
athletic attributes, like
He's gonna win a cup. He's gonna win a cup on Sunday.
A participation trophy, dude.
Why you mad, bud?
That's a participation.
That's
cup.
the elitist competition in the world outside of the
Nations
World Cup.
it's weird though, because like for example, the U.S. like they took their top team to the Nations League, but now they're taking their B squad to the Gold Cup. So they're prioritizing that.
The nations.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense because they want to show out.
Yeah.
against-
And it's a new competition, I guess. So
Yeah.
you want to say, we're the dominant team of the new competition. But these games are intense. Like this, I didn't see the other semifinal with Croatia, but like the Spain Italy was an intense game.
That
Like,
was
it
a good
they were
game, bro.
playing it,
Yeah,
like,
it's
they-
proper football, dude.
They were playing it. At
He's
a
just
high
mad because
level.
Ronaldo's stat padding right now.
I'm not.
But again,
I'm trolling, dude.
the
I'm trolling.
Nations League doesn't allow you to do that, right? Because the top teams play the top teams.
Yeah.
Instead of before, where you had, Ronaldo's playing Luxembourg and
He was
getting
what are you
hat
talking
tricks
about?
against Slovenia.
He was.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Even
That
then,
was-
that's tough.
Macedonia just played in the previous round. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
for
Macedonia
The Nations League.
but it's
made Italy not go to the World Cup.
but they're in not in the top flight though, because you know how it's different.
It
Yeah.
broke down to the last four teams. They broke it down at the end, but
No, but it's how it's different tiers. Like all the top teams are playing in that, because it's like relegation
Mhm.
promotion. So it's like all the top teams are in the top flight
Yeah.
in Europe at least.
Nah, yeah, Europe's deep, bro. It's competitive out
And then
there.
you got the smaller teams that can get promoted and play higher competition. That's kind of cool. I think that's a good thing.
And Luka's gonna win a cup. This a participation trophy tomorrow.
it is, dude. Because he just the last competitive game that Croatia played in that actually mattered. They lost 3-0.
Oh, dude. Hey, 2 finals.
That
Three
says a
final-
lot about Luka, though.
Nah, that
That's
just
it.
goes to finals, bro.
That says a lot about him. Even though I still think Ivan Rakitic was the 2018 guy.
Oh, and that final run?
Yeah, I think he was the guy for that team. But
Nah.
it says a lot about Luka, though.
Who had
was Perisic.
Perisic and Mandzukic had a good World Cup too.
Oh,
that
man,
were-
Christian Bale?
he had a good World Cup. as
European
well.
Christian Bale.
It's weird, right? Because like
Wasn't your boy on that team too?
Dijon.
Yeah, right.
because they're such a small country, but the ability of them to produce so many players that can play at that level is crazy.
But then they don't really rotate too much. It's weird because for some people it works and for some people it doesn't. They don't really rotate. They have solid 6 guys that they haven't
No, yeah.
rotated in forever.
It's an older team now
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
They got no egos.
but
Yeah,
again, it's
that's
a
it.
country of what population or
That's their-
Jalisco
yeah,
and
they're-
Zacatecas.
yeah, you have to population of Croatia.
But they're battle tested that area. They went through wars.
I don't get political.
They got. I'm saying they got character. They got character.
Yeah,
But
no.
it is crazy how they've been able to compete, right?
'Cause
Because in
Luka-
Belgium had the golden generation, but Belgium didn't do anything with it. At least
And-
these guys can say, "Hey, we made a World Cup final."
And Luka's leader though. I'll give that over maybe because Rakata probably on the field. He's been there with him, but Luka's like
No, yeah,
last year he was the leader for sure
he's an engine.
of
I
that
think-
run.
I think he'll be a good manager.
Yeah.
Just too like videos I've seen of him like in the locker room,
Mm-hmm.
like his etiquette, his the way he's speaking to the group, like,
No, he was the
And
one
then
last year that
obviously-
sparked the run the most out of it.
and then obviously like his game understanding, right? And he's a guy that players are going to respect because he's won everything.
Except the World Cup.
Well, at least at club level, club level, he's won everything.
Yeah, but I don't think he's held to that standard though.
Yeah,
The World Cup standard,
yeah,
Yeah.
that was an exception, right? Of something that,
because he's from a country that you wouldn't expect it.
yeah,
Mm.
So actually, like it makes him.
He's
look-
overachieved.
He's
yeah,
overachieved.
he overachieved. Yeah,
It's not like
it was an extraordinary situation that no one thought would happen.
yeah.
Not like
So-
Neymar underachieving.
You could slap that on him. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could slap that on him.
It's a valid
considering-
point.
Considering he's
Shout
Brazil.
out, my friend Eric.
But look, he's Brazil's all-time leading scorer,
Yeah.
and for international players, like he's the guy with the most assists all time for in international wise. Like, that says a lot about a guy, like what
No,
he's
yeah.
done with the team, but the fact that he's always got an injury for the big games when it
Yeah.
mattered.
And I think too, Brazilians, the standard's so high.
No, it's tough. Yeah.
To be in a top all-time Brazilian, you're always gonna be judged for not winning a World Cup, winning it.
Not
you
only
know?
that, he wasn't on the Copa America team, right?
And that too, and then he missed he won a Confederations, in which you could argue that he was a huge part of it. when they beat Spain. But
Oh, he's always a huge part of everything.
No,
but
yeah,
he's
but he
always
missed.
like.
But yeah, he doesn't have a Copa America. They did the bare minimum you need, and the World Cup looks like it's far away.
Underachieved a little
The
bit.
bare minimum you need for a Brazil like legend.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Brazilian legend.
Not
yeah.
just like no, because
Oh yeah, because I'm saying the standard for Brazilian legends.
yeah.
Is,
He's
you know.
definitely If you want to slap underachieved, yeah, I get it, but I wouldn't. I still think that's
No.
kind of harsh for the guy because he's
No.
been through injuries, like for sure injuries. Like he
no,
just
and
had
his talent, I think, is unquestionable. You know.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's the highest standard though. Brazil.
Yeah, it's a tough. Yeah.
especially for his position. Like he's a
Mhm.
forward.
You're an attacker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're an attacking forward. Yeah, like you're up there with the biggest of big names.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. City's gonna treble again or no?
I don't know about trouble again, but I do think they'll make another Champions League final within the next 2-3 seasons.
Oh, come on.
Treble, I mean,
Next year, what do you think? How do you feel good? Or who do you think? Arsenal?
to win
Who's gonna give them
the
a
Premier League?
good run in the Prem?
I think they'll yeah, because I mean they're keeping their team. They're looking to improve it. They're looking to add quality players. I think Liverpool will contest again.
We'll be back.
Yeah. United.
Oh, I think United actually is going to finish second or third.
I think this window is key for them, right?
They need a center back.
And can they bring players and they have a high price tag? Can these players perform? Because I think that's a big thing that United struggles with. Their big price tag players struggle.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys, right? Sancho, Maguire, these guys, they struggle.
What center back would you guys get for United? The Napoli guy?
I heard that's who they're getting.
Well, everyone's tied to that guy, bro.
The Korean?
Yeah, Bayern.
I thought he was going to Bayern.
Is he going
See,
to
Bayern, PSG, everyone's tied to that guy. Is he the best available center back?
Best. He's probably like after this season, he was probably like a top 3 center back.
No, I know, but I'm saying like,
Well,
available?
Guardiola,
like, oh yeah, for Man U. But then you got
the price tag.
you got Martinez though.
Yeah.
You'll be like double left center
Because
back.
they do need a striker as well.
Yeah,
A true striker, I think.
I think desperately need a center back.
They went after Kane and they couldn't get him.
Yeah. But I mean, Kane made sense, right?
Yeah.
Knows the league. He's consistent. He'll get goals. He can play out too. And for some reason, Ten Hag likes taller attackers as well. Like the strikers traditionally he's had.
Tall guys, yeah.
Yeah, the big guys are good in the air.
I don't think City repeats though.
On what the
league
Champions
or
League?
The Champions League.
I think both.
You think it's going to be,
Nah.
especially too because if they're recycling the squad a bit, they're refreshing the squad a bit.
Because they're losing key guys. It's not like they're losing the captain.
I think they'll win one or the other. Maybe I could say that.
I don't
think they'll win. They won't win a treble again.
No?
That'd be
That'd be like
back-to-back
Stampede.
trebles. Yeah, I mean
That'll be stamped, no?
He came
that
close. He came close with Barcelona a couple times.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking that going into the they're gonna lose players, but what are they gonna do after they lose players?
But they're losing key players. That's
But
the
they're
thing.
cooking up something nasty.
If they give Mbappe, then it's over with.
Oh yeah, no.
But I think Arsenal, like 2 years ago, they were in 4th place, and then their inexperience just like made them lose that 4th position to Tottenham. Last year, 1st place, pretty much the whole year, and then their inexperience kind of like lost them the league. I think they're gonna, and they're still young. I think they're gonna win the league probably. At the very least, be at the same position.
But now they're dealing with Champions League though too, which is a whole nother beast. That's what I think that might help Liverpool. The Europa is going to be more chill.
So you think City will repeat? Yeah, you're right. That's gonna be tough.
And you know what's weird? You know who's weirdly gonna just Chelsea, bro. Chelsea's weirdly gonna fly under the radar, and then they're not have to play any other like game. They're just gonna be well rested.
With Poach, you like Poach?
I just think that team, bro. Enzo like low-key led in passes, and he only played like.
They need an overall though player. So
Yeah.
Well, Kai Havertz potentially going to Arsenal
I think Kai Havertz
makes
doesn't
no
make sense for
sense.
no one.
Dude, that makes no sense.
because he's not a striker, right? He's not a 10, but he can play both. He can play out wide.
I turned him
but
into
he's
like
not-
a left back. No,
No,
but
no,
for no, for he's got.
But what is it?
He's weird,
Why
yeah.
does Arsenal even want him?
Yeah,
he's a multifunctional player, right? He can play multiple roles.
those
Kind of
are
like
good. Yeah,
kind of like what the Belgian player Trossard, right? That they brought in. Like he can play wide, he can play centrally, he can play as a 9.
Trossard was
And he was a
really
good signing,
He was a
yeah.
good signing for them. That was their best signing. But like, Havertz makes no sense.
But I think that front three for Arsenal of Saka, Gabe, and Martinelli is what makes it's the most explosive, right?
Yeah.
You have the work rates.
They need Declan. They need
Declan would be a big message saying, okay, we're serious about this.
Yeah.
But I think it's
They use
tough
a little bit of
because-
that Nuggets championship money. Get Declan.
But I think it is tough, especially if cities want some.
You think Declan will improve? Because Partey did really good for them this
Yeah.
past season.
But
He fell off at the end.
Yeah. But I
The
think
one's
that
gone is Shaka, no?
yeah.
He's gone, no?
Yeah. So
Xhaka
with
left.
replacing him, I think
Well,
Declan is a good player.
They have to. They lose Declan to City.
You play a double pivot because
Yeah.
they are both sixes essentially.
Yeah.
Like I don't think Declan has. He's best as that holding midfielder.
And Odegaard will be nice for him because
And then Ude.
I wouldn't even give him defensive responsibilities. Chill, dude. Just play make.
But I feel like you have to. The league doesn't allow you to have a
When he
classic
has double
10,
sixes, yeah.
You know, you have to work off the ball.
Nah, yeah. He likes it though.
Yeah, and I think he's flourished.
Yeah.
Odegaard?
Odegaard, yeah.
Yeah, he was. I thought
That's
he was.
class.
I thought he was a player of the season for the league for the most part, and then he kind of fell off at the
Yeah.
end.
And again, he's a good example too of like he made that big signing to Madrid, right? He was 16.
Yeah.
That was Ronaldo's favorite player.
Didn't quite get that stardom he wanted.
He's still young, fairly young.
And then the move he
Yeah.
made to Sociedad, right? And that
Yeah.
allowed him to kind of reinvent himself, and now he's got the spotlight again.
That's the key one right there. That's what the Mexican soccer players wouldn't do, bro.
What?
Humble themselves and go to like a team like that.
Yeah, right. You Sociedad, you grinded it out, and now look, he's got his big move and the environment that is allowing him to flourish.
Eloy's boy did that a couple times.
We get knocked down one time and it's
Guardado
it. That's it. We go back home and it's over.
Guardado kept humbling himself.
Yeah.
Cheech did. He went to West Ham.
That's two guys, bro. We're
And
talking
they-
about two legends.
Leverkusen.
And Leverkusen, yeah.
We're talking about two legends.
Well, we need more legends.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, y'all need more legends. We got legends.
All right, guys. Well, it's been fun. Good debut, Eloy.
Appreciate it.
We'll be back in the lab.
He was sweating over here.
Was he? Nah.
I think so. Look at him.
Dude, we just threw you in. This is what we do right here, bro. We don't prepare. We don't do nothing. We just come on here and chat a little foot.
First time, First
Yeah.
time, pre-game jitters.
How does it feel hearing yourself?
You get used to it. You get used to it for sure.
Yeah, you just gotta cancel it out, bud.
But again, new experience. I appreciate it though.
Yeah, we're in the stew. All right, guys.
Hold on.
So